it's been a weird one. It was actually like, it started off bad. A lot of the shutdown, front running, and people feeling good got clapped because of the limiting of air traffic stuff. You had Trump come on. Actually, it was about the healthcare. They started moving, and then literally one of the NVO homies, he literally passed out. So that was kind of trippy. Then other than that, though, just tech. A lot, not every value name was down. Remember, they already sold off in the 2 weeks prior, but they were down, and really a lot of the movement's tech. You filled one of the gaps, and now we are waiting. Again, this whole first week in November, people had high expectations, but it really let us down, or a lot of people, depending on how you played it. And then just the fact of, the premiums. And we've been talking about that. I gave you some nice lessons for everybody today, so I hope you guys were able to pick up on it. But I'd still get ready and be aware of a lot of other things. A lot of people are recently discovering now that the shutdown can go till 2027. Those odds are not high, and I don't think those odds are on Polymarket. And yeah, neither was somebody collapsing. So that's word to a true black swan. But now it's time for Philo. And honestly, none of you guys complained about the exorbitant delay today. Because I had to double the delay because they complained yesterday. So I made sure that the delay got lowered for you guys. Look at that. You didn't ask for it, but I felt it. And you didn't complain. So I said, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. So it's time for Philo in a little bit. Oh, wait, I'm not even on the right video. Hell, let us down. So yeah, bro. Confirming the new account. Why do you have 3 Ryan Fahars, bro? But yeah. Well, I said, you guys be careful. I told the other guy. Wait, aren't you on the locked in? You have access to the locked in, dog. You could go into the other one. But either way, that's up to you. With a real Fahar, you could go into the other one. But yeah, here's the deal. But though, I even asked my girl. I'm not gonna tell you what, but my girl, she gave me permission to fuck with some of y'all. So I'm just saying, if y'all gonna troll, you guys haven't seen me. You don't understand. With the real Mr. Fahar, please stand up. We're gonna have a problem here. Y'all act like y'all never caught lobster before. Jaws on the floor like Mr. Fahar when he got the brand new door. Oh, wait, no way. He didn't just say what I think he did he? And Dr. Josh said, nothing, you idiot. Oh, I could have made a passed out joke right there, but I won't. But did I? Okay. Well, let me go get it. Have a good day. I'll be right back. Let's get ready. You guys don't need to thank me. Just don't fucking complain and make a move.
Jesus.
You gotta toughen up the other one.
Amen.
They add silver and copper.
Baby.
I saw copper in the morning. Not silver.
Yeah. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there. I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear, no fear. Oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Nah, it's done. Daddy said it's finished. Made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it, set apart from the start. And the heart isn't ours, it's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the arc. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god, then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in the bud. Don't deny it, we don't like it when they tell us who we are. I can tell you who I was, I can tell you who he is. I can make another song that's telling y'all about the crib, but for a second, keep it real, it's not the reason they will kill. It's the freedom in believing, they want death to bring the will. But I'd rather have it now, and I ain't never backing down. Lion gonna eat me or turn his ass around. Either way, I will remain up in his name and say it proud. Here, let's say it now, Jesus. I put Jesus on the beat so I can listen to it. I got reason to believe that we living in it. You could say it's one hell of a decision in it. Ay, if we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear, no fear. Oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Amen.
Hey, yo, I think Is down detector going off? Because some of my shit's not working. I can't. It's not letting me send a stream alert. Yeah, a couple of texts and like any like couple of telecom things are going down right now. What the F, dog? Yeah, bro. Habibi. Big ransom of 10 companies? Dog, what is this? Well, yeah, I want to send you the Philo alert. This is not the locked in one. I thought you pissed somebody off, Mr. Fahar. That's why I was like, oh shit. Well, man, I want to send you guys a Philo alert, but I think Stream Alerts is down. That don't happen too much unless you're in Texas. Yeah. كده حبيبي. Stream alerts are 10K. No, they're not available. Okay. That's like, it was supposed to be a symbolic 10K, and then about 3 or 4 people bought it, and I had to refund them. Okay, I don't want to do it. Not for, just calm down. You know what I'm saying? But like, you guys could give me money, I'm down. Like, but I do want to help you in the right way. And although I think Stream Alerts is great, I mean, I wouldn't have done it without it. I do want you to use it the right way. And like, don't fall for the desperation shit. That's all. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's you haven't noticed something about like Vegas and gambling? It's desperate. I don't like desperate. You know that? Do you like desperate? Do any of you like desperate? The only people who like desperate are evil. Think about it. Because they're like, yeah. They think they, you know what I'm saying? They like to take advantage of that shit. So, you know, I want y'all to do good, and from a sense of power and understanding. If you were gonna pay 10K for Stream Alerts, let's do other work and get you up there to where you could create so much more and do well with it. Again, I think you'll make money. You'll make way more than 10K without ever having to give me 10K. But if you want to insist on your own way, on your own speed, on your own, you know what I'm saying? And like you trying to get a shortcut, that's not gonna work. So yeah, be careful. People buying it for 10K is wild. It is, but people do spend more money on other shit. And you know, this was a year comparable to 2020. There was a lot of I think our biggest one, we did have like a 20,000 percenter or something, and then several 9-10,000 percenters. So I can understand the appeal, but like I'm saying, I will keep it real with you. And Chad has good assets. You guys are not even including the real estate. So, yeah. Hood said, you ask, they'll build it. They're not real, dude. They're just saying it so that they could get you to interact, and then they could report you, and then they can offer you some entrepreneurship contracts. Alright, well, let me try one more time to get in this. Okay, it worked. Temporary downage. Pretty big pop on what? I think Uami and then a more critical mineral shit, but let's see. Decided to support, not to disrespect. Yeah, amen, baby. I mean, that's what we originally had it with, and get people the alerts, and I think it did help, and some people just showed that love, and that's why I do think it, some people have misused it, and we've had years to know how it works. Like I'm saying, those of you who are in a better position, and like if you follow the steps truly, it's so fucking easy and it's gonna help you. But if you want to just, only listen to the stuff you like and then leave out all the other shit, dude, it's gonna fuck with you. So, yeah, man. I don't know. It's, and then too, I want more action. I feel bad for allowing people to be comfortable. I allowed so many people to have fake love and then have, just not moving, bro. And just like there, but not like using their minds. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I love it. I love it. We're going to talk about it again. It gets me really happy. You guys have no idea. You have no idea. So, yeah, give me a sec. We'll give it some time.
It's a call, baby. Feels like it's gonna be a good day. Satan, hold on by your crib, that's that. That's ours, why wait? Be great, that's that. No way, we changed, what's the plan? That's that. Out my way, that's the play. New game, that's that. Can't believe they missed it from my kindness. I can't believe they forsake all the guidance. I can't believe they couldn't see the timing. Father, think we should remind us. I'm free, no strings, no chains, that's that. One God, one king, one way, that's that. Sovereign, supreme, what you know about that? One thing before you leave, please don't come back. Never needed, then you needed Jesus. I'd rather have no friends and hang with demons. Your brother gonna show up when he needed, but can the two still walk with that agreement? Satan, hold on by your crib, that's that. That's ours, why wait? Be great, that's that. No way, we change, what's the plan? That's that. Out my way, that's the play. New game, that's that. Wanna gamble, that's a game for the gods. What's the matter? Thought you knew about the laws.
What's the matter? Thought you knew about the laws. Oh, it's time, baby. Time, baby. What a great thing. So, it is Philo. If you don't want to listen to it, you're pretty dumb, because I don't know why you're here. It says Philo. That's crazy work, dog. You better make some better decisions. But here it is. Here it is, man. I want to give you the rant. Tim already ripped it, and it's a good one, man. But I mean it so much today, bro. You have no idea. Because, like, at other times in my life, bro, I would get bothered when people would be, like, annoying. But I wasn't being annoying. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't my intention. But this time it was. And I hope I have been a fire and a sword to some of you. You guys, I told you the other day, bro, you guys don't get it. I feel bad that some of you are here. You know why? Because the moment, and I know this sounds so fucking crazy to say, but it's true. Ask about it. If you encounter me, your life is either about to get really good or really bad, depending on what you do. That's it. There's no in between. There is like I've seen you stay, the irony is the people that stay in between, it ends up turning bad. That's why I don't like it. And I said it, bro. You guys have no idea. You guys think it's like 1 or 2 people who know, bro. You know how many the hatred and love I get by the thousands? It's insane. God is good, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, it's a trip. And I said it, dog. You know how many people lately? This happens. I get like 5 of them a week. I ban them. I block them on Twitter. All of it. And you know what happens, bro? They get pissed. And they hate me. They start getting mad. You know how pissed they get? They start creating channels. They start going into the stock market. They start taking risks to prove me wrong. They start making Substacks, writing up their reports. Oh, so you're welcome. That's what I wanted. I don't care which way you go. You may be a fool. You may do it foolishly and go in the wrong way, but at least you got off the fence. I am very grateful to provide that motivation. I told you, baby. Iron on iron, the sparks are gonna fly. And a spark is gonna start a fire, baby. So yeah. I'm glad I motivate you guys. And some of you, I motivate you and you love me. And that's, I think, go read Proverbs. You're wise. I think that's very wise. That's it. You say, wow, this is motivated. Wow, I got something. Wow, I appreciate. Wow, I'm going to apply it. That's not going to hurt you. Again, and some of you are motivated, and I have provided that invisible chip on your shoulder. You don't even know what the fuck I look like. I got you all mad and good, bro. Good. You're welcome. You may thank me down the line or not. I don't care, because you know why? You made a move. That's what I want people to do. I want people to move. Get off of the fence, bro. Get off of the fence. Stop with that. I feel more bad for the people with indifference. Yeah, it's not that. Whatever. I'm going to listen, but I don't feel nothing. I'm going to listen. I'm not going to do it. That's what's going to kill you. I want the fence burned down. I don't care if you go left or right, dude. I want you to make a move. The sooner you make a move, the sooner you're going to learn. The sooner you learn, you're going to know right or wrong. The sooner you're going to get more motivated. Very simple. I'm willing to be the bad guy. That's fine with me. Like I said, bro, it's funny because like I appreciate it. You know, I think some of you, I've been making some good moves. And some people, I pissed you off to the point, though, I got you working. You're moving. You're doing something with effort, with passion. Now, you're going to learn how to apply that one day in the right areas. That's why I say, if you want to go make fake accounts and fuck with people, you might get stuck in that, but I hope you do it better. You're gonna learn. But it's energy, bro. You see what I'm saying? I'm glad to be the sword of it. And wait till you encounter the Father, bro. But yeah, you're welcome. And that's all it is. Hey, but be careful, because if you in the middle now, that's where you die. That's it. I don't care if you got a chip on your shoulder. I don't care if it's out of love. Remember, love and hate is the same thing. You know that, right? Light and dark, it's the same power. It's just how you use it. Oh, y'all playing, dog. I already shared this with you. All comes from the same place. That's what I'm saying. Some of you got hate. You getting angry. But you're moving. I can respect that. I can't respect the indifference. I can't respect the so flippant you don't make a move. I just want people to move, dude. Because that's reality and that's truth. You make a move, dog, you're going to learn something. Fear hates movement and momentum. You know, you don't get it? I got you to hate me to the point where you took a move and it's going to destroy fear. Oh. I'm not afraid of you. Bitch, you weren't supposed to be afraid of me. You weren't supposed to be afraid of anything. So praise God, baby. I hope you feel me. So I got a good one today. I'm going to go back and repeat. But here's the deal. Are you ready? I want to remind you before we get into this, because I'm telling you, bro, we talk about it a lot, and I get to hear it in so many different ways. But I think I need to remind you of this. You know, all the stuff I'm telling you, heaven's inside you, you're a warrior, the spirit, kingdom come, bring heaven, all that, right? My guy, this is not no end time army. You know that, right? I don't believe that. If you think I'm here to teach people that, you're wrong. If you want to try to frame the truth as some nationalist movement, I don't fuck with none of that. Let me say this again. This ain't no NAR. This ain't no whatever you think it is. I'll say it again. All of them. I denounce all your religions. I denounce all your politicians. You don't get it? I believe in the people. I believe in the light. I believe in the Father. I believe in the authority, and people got to understand it. So I know you want to put it in a box. You want to put it right. You want to put it left. You want to put it extreme or not. You know what I'm saying. I encourage you to, like I said, you got to put the glasses on yourself. You got to find the truth on your own. You think it's some end time army. You think, you know how much education I have on this topic to know damn well. You think this is a political movement? You're wrong. That's what I'm saying. If you think it's a religious movement, you're wrong. That's not what a revival is. I want a real revival. I want real people. I know we got real people. I want to give hope. I want y'all to give hope. I want y'all to change your communities. So don't ever forget that. That's unfortunately, I told you this. That's why I got a good one for you today. But like, dude, come on, I've talked to it. I told you. I've had pastors and people look up to me that I looked up to, and they would ask me and tell me this. They're like, don't you know that? Everything I'm saying is blasphemous. Am I trying to be blasphemous? No. Do I think I'm blasphemous? No. But I understand the world right now. And I understand what we are and where we're at with culture. You understand? That's the reality. What do you mean, bro? As you look around, you got a lot of people misinterpreting, misusing, taking advantage of a lot, whether it's religion or not. I told you, the Father. So yeah, bro, I believe in the truth, and that is Jesus Christ. There is only one way. And and not for a second, if you think it's people with living in fear, no, I know what the enemy is. It is that fear. Some of y'all are more scared of sin than you are of God. That's the problem. So I hope you feel me, man. But yeah, don't you dare for a second misinterpret it. But you might. And you might be tempted to. But like I'm saying, man, it's the truth. And the truth is it's not formed around religion. It's not formed around politicians. It's formed around the doctrine of Jesus Christ. And I encourage you to understand exactly what he said. And whether there is religion, whether there's translations and all of that, like I'm saying, bro, this wasn't there. The knowledge is being revealed. And a lot of it, some of you already knew. And now where the world changed today, I don't know why it's so, they either want you one way or another. They want you either doing dumb shit or they want you afraid. No, you can't have that power even if God gave it to you. No. Use your power to hurt others. What the? Doesn't make sense. So, I love it. And God bless you all. And I encourage you to watch out, because you will be tempted. But again, like I've told all of you, it's your mind. It's the Lord, that your gateway, your keeper, brother, everything. It's Jesus. Otherwise, you're going to fry your brain. I don't know if I should remind some of you that. But remember, critical, accurate thought. You need to think for yourself without influence. I hope I could influence you to get off the fucking fence. Amen. But you need to learn to think for yourself. You need to learn how to take in info, how to reject info, and how to formulate your own ideas and thoughts and morals and all of it. Now, I hope you don't go and create your own moral system. Be careful of that, but you get what I'm saying. And you all have the highest duty to yourself. Do you understand? Please don't forget that. You've been sent here. That's what I'm saying. People don't like that. They say, oh, it's an army. Yeah, maybe it is an army, but it's a different one. You think it's an army to use for political purpose? You got it messed up. You think it's only about nationalism? You got it messed up, dude. We all have a great potential. We are powerful here as the earthbound. And that's true. That's why you could do so many things. You have so much freedom. You have a lot of potential, every single one of you. All the people I meet who disagree with me, I believe the same thing. That's why I love people. I understand what they possess, both good and evil. I hope you do too. You have the highest duty and calling to yourself. You understand? You should be asking yourself if you're letting yourself down. Both your future self and right now, you must live up. That's what you have a duty. That is your job, to perform and live up to your highest self. Anything that gets in the way with that, that's what I'm saying. I don't care what it is. If your country, your church, whatever it is, trying to tell you, no, bro, you have it. Again, this doesn't mean you be a bad person. That's why some of you will realize how easy this is to misinterpret. Because if you think it means be selfish and control people, you getting fucking tricked. You'll see your highest self. You'll see what that relates to. You'll see the good. You'll see why Jesus said, feed the poor. It's all for the brokenhearted. There's a reason for that. Stop playing. You live to your highest self. You'll know what that means. You live up so high, the cup is overflowing. You're going to understand this. So don't you dare for a second try to fool yourself. Even if nobody told you this, you will try to fool yourself. We all live up to our highest duty, man. Imagine what we will do for each other. Imagine what we will do for societies and communities and all that. But guess what? I don't think we are. I just don't think we are. A lot of us in a lot of this world, man, we're not. We're living up the duty to ourselves in a very selfish manner. That's why we got what we got. That's why you got just as many people who don't need food stamps as who genuinely need it. You could go down the list in a lot of topics. That's why maybe y'all should call people out on that. See? So, either way, Chad, I hope you enjoy it. But wait, hold on. I got something outside. Please hold. It's good. That was a good intro. But I do have one more thing, but yeah, let me see. Hold on. Jesus. Praise God. Amen, amen. It's a cult, baby. Yeah. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there. I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared. Big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear. Oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Nah, it's done.
Daddy said it's finished, made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it, set apart from the start. And the heart isn't ours, it's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the arc. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god, then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in the bud. Don't deny it, we don't like it when they tell us who we are. I can tell you who I was, I can tell you who he is. I can make another song that's telling y'all about the crib. But for a second, keep it real, it's not the reason they will kill, it's the freedom in believing they want death to bring the will. But I'd rather have it now, and I ain't never backing down. Lion gonna eat me or turn his ass around. Either way, I will remain up in his name and say it proud. Here, let's say it now, Jesus. I put Jesus on the beat so I can listen to it. I got reason to believe that we living in it. You could say it's one hell of a decision in it. Ayy, if we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there. Like swimwear, I've been there. I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my...
Alright, my bad. Trump, no new tariff announcement coming. He said he won't discuss plan if he loses. And then Comcast owner Sky in advanced talks to acquire ITV broadcasting division. That is coming out now. Amen, Dallas. Dallas's mom cured of cancer. Wow. That's a blessing. Amen. Yeah, Trump says he won't discuss while SCOTUS case is ongoing. Is he back live on there? Well, he's going to have to wait now for Philo. But, yeah, Chad. God bless you. So, why all this power? Why all of this make a move? Why? If it's not this, it's not that, why all the power? Let me explain it to y'all really, really simply. Why? This is why your calling matters. This is why your future matters. My guy, if you don't believe right now that you have power or purpose, that means you think your best days are behind you. That's it. That is all. You don't get it? You don't believe in your power. You don't understand your authority. You refuse to accept this idea of your purpose and your calling and being sent here. You want to be indifferent about it, all of that. What are you saying? You don't get what you're saying? You don't get what you're putting emotions and belief behind? You're saying that your best days are behind you. I fervently disagree with that. You get what I'm saying? That's why you need to believe this. That's why it's important. That's why it's true. I do not believe your best days are behind you. That's why we continuously keep surprising. And what you thought was one of the best years, dog, that was nothing. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. You thought it was a failure. It only gets bigger. It only gets better. It only turns into something. My brother, everything is in front of you. Yes. That's what I'm saying, bro. Imagine believing you don't have power. Then you're going to say, well, give me whatever then. Give me whatever then. Yeah, bro. That's just not true. You need to understand that. It gets a lot better. I think some of you have your best days ahead of you. That's why I want you off the fence. That's why all this stuff is so important. But again, if you don't believe you have power, that is a synonym. That's another way to say you believe your best is behind you. You fail to have purpose, my guy. At one point in this life, I guarantee you thought you had a purpose. I know it. You all did. Look at you, put that behind you. You think your whole life behind you? It's in front of you. Wake up. I don't know. Why do you think God always said turn around? Turn from destruction. Turn. That's all you got to do. You're looking backwards. You should be looking forwards. That's what, if you got, I believe this. I got power. You're going to look ahead. You are going to charge ahead. You believe in purpose. You go forward. You're not going to get stuck on what is behind you if you know you have a purpose which entails more ahead of you. Oh, I hope you feel me. So, Chad, yes, brother. I think your best days are ahead of you. So don't forget that. All right? So that being said, do you want to know what today's Philo is going to be? Today's Philo. This, my friend, is going to be propaganda. AKA, I'm just going to repeat an old Philo that we just had. Like I said, I want to make sure you get this stuff. I want to make sure you understand it. So, my brothers, we got to talk about a couple of things. It'll come back to you. And those of you who never heard it, I hope you get to hear this for the first time. But yeah, bro, you need a reminder. Repetition does rewire reality. You know, I want to do the other one, but this is the one that came up. I hope you don't forget the Lord's Prayer. I hope you don't forget, man. Give us our daily bread. My guy, this is not a grocery list from heaven. He is not talking about food. It's what's going to sustain you. Give us our today. Give us our tomorrow. Commune with the Father. Understand your purpose, where you came from. With the Father. But guess what? This is why I keep saying it. Communion with the Father. You don't realize. That's what I was trying to tell y'all, man. People will view that as blasphemy. You don't get it? Muslim, Asian, even some churches nowadays, they will call this blasphemy. And my brother, I don't want you to blaspheme. That's why you got to get off the fence and decide. You either got to pick. I want you to learn this sooner rather than later. But every day, I hope you visit your secret place. You understand you've been sent here, bro, by your Father. This is not this is not a slave relationship. This is not you, because how many times does he have to say it? He said, you become a friend. You are part of the family. You don't share things with people. You don't share things with the servant. You share things with your son. That's what it is. Who are you? You have communion, bro. Give us our daily bread, bro. Give us today. Give us tomorrow. And my guy, you know why you have to have communion with the Father? And I'm not talking go to a church and drink some wine. I'm talking every day in your heart, your mind, your soul, understanding where you came from and why you're here for your future and everybody else's. Because you know what's going to happen? You become the bread. You take in the bread, you commune with the Father, you become the bread. You are gonna, thy kingdom come. You are gonna bring heaven to everybody. You will now be the bread. You ain't never share something with somebody and blown their minds. You ain't never helped someone out and then boom, you were the link. My brother, we need that. I think a lot of us misinterpret it and try to take it to the internet. Take it to real life. Vertex. Hey, yo, if that's the opiate drug, it's gonna rip. But yeah, Vertex 1.5. It's expense. Oh, nice. Somebody added some. There's like one. I think it's overpriced, low key. Yeah, they gave it to me. Oh shit, kind of hit. Oh wait, no, they only gave me one. Alright, I guess. Yeah, be careful on that one. I didn't think though. That's like 50-50. So yeah, bro. Be the bread. Commune with the Father. That's what I'm saying, bro. I ain't trying to challenge. I ain't trying to make any of you gobble this up. I'm not trying to pour anything into your head that is going to make you confused. All I want is clarity of thought and mind and all of it. So if what I'm saying, you think you're going to listen to some therapist, you're going to listen to whatever, you're a mom or anybody on the other side, you name it, dog. I'm not trying to make you do that. You need to either get away from me or you need to start figuring out what it really is. Stop mixing everything. Go to the Father, go directly to the source, get the bread, be the bread, call it a day. I ain't trying to make none of y'all blaspheme. Stop confusing yourself. You understand? Y'all right there, bro. You are a son, not a slave. I encourage you to live in your blessing from the family. So that's the first part. I said this already. I said this whole in a Philo before. Probably a little more aggressive. Oh, second batch of national priority vouchers. So, what I want to talk today, just my Bible prophecies. Just so you understand. If I could encourage you anything, go read the Bible. Go to your secret place. Be mindful. Use your mind and think. Take captive every thought. You guys know that, right? You got a bunch of thoughts every day in your head. Some of them are going to help you. Some of them are going to hurt you. Some of them are going to make you feel excited. Some of them are going to make you feel worried. Some of them are going to scare you. Some of them are going to get you to do some dumb things. Come on, is that real or am I making this up? How you could have in the same little sit down, bro. You think one thing and you're like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then you're like, what the fuck? Why did I even think about this? No? Come on. You must take captive every thought. You need to learn how to filter them. So then that way, bro, you are the conductor. You are the commander, power, authority, future. You get what I'm saying? Recognition. You don't think how crazy that is? That's what I want for all of you. That's what I'm saying. That's why we got to eliminate all confusion. If you don't have this clarity today, my brother, you think about how many walls you built up that we have to knock down to get you to this point, because I know the power is already in you. I know you got good ideas in there. All of you, myself included, I'm whittling it down and honing it every day. You need to start learning what's a good idea, what's a bad idea. They're all going to come to you. It's going to keep coming to you. Your brain ain't going to stop, dog. You need to learn to say, yep, follow that one. Follow that one. Follow that one. That's a great idea. That's a life changer. That's a world changer. That's a great idea. You also need to be able to recognize and monitor. That's fear. That's fear. That's bad for me. That's going to lead me into a situation where I will become fearful. That's going to hurt me. That's going to feel good, but it's going to have more consequences than not. That's a bad idea. You realize how simple that is to say out loud? It's so difficult to do, but do you understand the benefits of this? That's what I'm saying. You will become really powerful. Again, what greater? Isn't it better to have self-control than to conquer a city? What do you think self-control is? You think it's the fact that you haven't murdered somebody? No. That's not, you call that easy. That's the law. And then why are you trying to hurt somebody? Control yourself, control your mind, control your thoughts. My brother, you start from there. Oh my gosh. You want to watch every wall get knocked down? You want to eliminate all fear? You want to see what you're capable of? Start controlling the very thing that is already in your possession. Right now. It's shooting you thoughts right now as I'm speaking. You don't get it? How many of you just heard what I said? You said bullshit in your mind. Learn to filter that one out. How many of you heard was like, oh wow, that's a good idea. Start understanding why it was a good idea. Keep that thought. Remember it when I'm done speaking. Remember it next time the bad thought come in and say, wait a minute. I just caught it mid-action. That's going to be your guys' window. You know that? Some of you in the next few weeks and months, that's what you're going to learn. You're going to have the thoughts come in and you're going to have the awareness of you stopping the thought and actually monitoring it and then acting on what's the good one. That's what you're going to do. So I hope you feel me, man. But again, we ain't gonna get there if you keep confusing yourself. That's what I'm saying. Or if you just not even confuse yourself, if you drift in this. You know, most people just don't think because they drift. We've been taught bad habits from day one, from religion, people, internet, this, you name it. That's it. If you don't understand what I'm saying, or you think it's weird, or all my thoughts just happen, all of them are this, all of them are no. You have created a habit. How am I gonna get rid of this habit if it's been done your whole life? You know, I'm thankful because my whole life, I have had very bad thoughts. But a part of me was always like, nah, fuck that. And guess what? That's why some of you like me, and that's why some of you are just like me. You know why? We grew up in environments where they told us things, and how many of y'all fought back? That's why some of you didn't do good in school. That's why some of you got kicked out of school. That's why you didn't really quite fit in with things. Come on, tell me I'm wrong. As the whole world told you to conform, teachers, leaders, you name it. There was always something, even in the church when you were in church. That's why I never followed it, Josh, but I heard it. You know, so what you're saying ain't really that fucking weird to me. But when I was in it, nah, because I always would have a question. And praise God you did, brother. You know what I'm saying? Praise God you did. Because that right there, you had that in you. That's the habit. But again, if you don't control it, you don't strengthen it, just like the gym, just like my little calf muscles until I started doing leg day. That's all it is. It's a habit. It's a habit of conformity. Some of you, by nature, you fought back, and good for you. But it doesn't matter. You live in this world, my brother. If the door isn't closed and Jesus is not at the guard, it's very easy to drift away. And that's all it is. You ain't do nothing but drift. That's the reality. The reality is that you didn't go forward, you didn't go backward, you drifted. And every drifting ship, my brother, shipwrecks. Drifting, you may think it's a drift. I didn't choose a direction. I didn't choose or guide the thought. But my brother, drifting, it always leads straight to hell. And I'm not saying you going to hell and I'm going to light you on fire. Come to me. So I hope you feel me. It's a habit. That's why I'm saying you got to learn to break that habit and start controlling your thoughts and going through and guiding them. Just add a little bit of guidance, direction. Give that ship the destination, my brother. We're going to get wherever you want, where you want to go. That's all it is. So I hope you feel me, man. You're there. Trust me, I don't think God wants anything less for you. You know that? You were running the race so well. I think he wants you to think for it. Because you know why? You're going to think for yourself. You're going to clear your mind, bro. Control it, good and bad. You're going to really see the truth. Again. What does G.K. Chesterton say? It says, I'm free enough to doubt my gods. You know that? Go think for yourself, bro. Go doubt God. Now, you guys, you think I'm scared to doubt God? You don't think I've asked the question, why is this world so evil? Why is it like this? Why am I like this? What if I'm doing the wrong thing? Why is it confusing? Why? You don't think? Come on. My brother, you are free to do that. That's not a bad thing, because in truth and in clarity of thought, and if you really avoid the drifting with that, my brother, the Lord is going to welcome that, because he's going to show you and reveal it. You are seeking the answer. You will get it, but you must guard your mind in all senses and forms and do not be influenced. Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to come to the answer. I am free enough to doubt my gods, but unlike the agnostic of today, I am free enough to believe in them. That's what he says. That's freedom. Don't tell me to doubt my God and then I can't believe. My brother, I've doubted so much I believe. You don't get it. He led me. I doubted all the teachers. I doubted all the pastors. They got mad at me. But guess what? It came full circle. I saw God at the end of it. I got to learn what it really was. And guess what? It wasn't because a pastor told me. That's why I'm saying, bro, you got to do this on your own. You ain't going to have what I have. You ain't going to have my belief. You know why? Because if you only accept what I say without this clarity of thought and being able to do this, it's useless. Because I went through it to find the truth. Now I know what it is. Now I can understand. You got to do the same. Welcome. I know it sounds daunting, but it's not. It's an adventure. Novo C. Is he talking? Which CEO is it? Are they gonna split the company? That'd be crazy. So, freedom of thought, brother. Critical thought. I look forward to seeing you at the end. I look forward to you taking off all the chains, brother. All of it, bro. I look forward to you being the commander of your mind. Utilizing. You have that power. You have the authority. You have the authority to let nobody influence you but yourself. That's why make sure you're influencing yourself. So the other part I wanted to share with you today all leads to this. The word and who you are and what's in you. My brother, all of us have been sent here with a purpose. And when you start to believe that, you're going to start to value that future and run with it. The better days ahead of you, and I could prove it. God is real. Jesus is real. My brother, your name is signed. The book of life, bro, you already got it in your DNA. It's in your blood, all of that. That's why you guys don't notice. You guys don't get it. You realize like 20 years ago, science was used to discredit Jesus and God. And you look at science and shit now, they don't even fucking sound like scientists. For real. You know why? You don't remember, bro, in the 2000s, bro, when they started discovering DNA and all these things, they were like, look, God is not real. Look at what we've discovered. In the first half of science, bro, used to disprove God. You know that, right? But what happened as they kept going? You don't get it. More and more science starts to prove God. That's why the shit I share with people, bro, I'm just science. The things in your blood, the DNA, the ladder, all of it. The double helix, this is science. Objectivity is science. Remember the method? Hypothesis, all that is science. Go do it with God. You'll see what happens. You don't think that's weird? That's what they did. They started one half. They were like, oh yeah, science. And that's the minute it stopped serving that purpose of once science started to show on the back end, and people were like, wait a minute. Well, Jesus was a real man. Well, wait a minute. What we found, again, they only discovered some of this stuff in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. What do you think's going to happen with AI? You're going to find out a lot more about your body and life. I love science. Y'all tripping. I've always loved science. I love biotechs. Western modern medicine is one of the greatest things in the world. Y'all tripping. That's what I'm saying, bro. A wise man and the wisdom of the world, you can recognize it. Science is a great thing, bro. That's why it's sad when you see what it's turned into. That's why it's sad when now you start once it starts proving God, bro, they say, no, back out. Now it's this. Now it was all about this and the chromosomes and all these things in your body. Now it's what you feel? Now we making shit up? Nah. So I hope you feel me, bro. But this is why. Genesis 5, From Adam to Noah. You know Adam, that has a lot of meanings. This is the first one I shared with you guys. And again, even when I shared this, some of you Christians, you were like, it's not true. Go look it up. I don't know when the last time you heard this, but it's true. In Genesis 5, Adam to Noah, he starts listing. And remember, this was supposed to be written by Moses. This is supposed to be before. That's why Jesus said, if you knew Moses, you'd know me. That baffled them. This was before anything. Adam, Seth, Enosh, Canaan, Mahalaleel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and Noah. That was the beginning of Genesis. Genesis 5. 5 chapters into the Bible, they start giving you this weird lineage. Why? Why do we care about Adam to Noah? Yes, you should believe this. Because I'm saying this isn't a coincidence. This is real. This was before I was even born. The meanings of those names. Adam means man. Seth means appointed. Enosh means mortal. Canaan means sorrow. Mahalaleel means the blessed God. Jared means will descend. Enoch means teaching. Methuselah, his death shall bring. Lamech, the despairing. Noah, comfort. Put it in a sentence. Genesis 5. Hundreds of years before Jesus, thousands of years before I could even be on the internet to tell you this. Man will be appointed mortal and will suffer sorrow, but the blessed God will descend, teaching, and his death will bring despair, but afterwards comfort. That's the meaning of Adam to Noah. Before everybody's eyes, all this time. Pretty cool, huh? And then what does it go? You know what else it says in Genesis? You were formed from the dust. What is dust? Oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and calcium. Phosphorus. Again, science, right? Isn't that cool that we know this now? That's why I like science. It's a cool thing. There's good things in it. Education is a great thing, brother. Yeah, that's a plant. That's dust. But guess what? That's your natural compounds as a human. Get it? You are made and formed from the dust. Where you come from, where you go, brother. What do you mean? How these Genesis fools know about all of this? How did they know what you would be scientifically compounded of? Because that's dust. It's accurate. If I said you're made from the dust and the chemical compounds of it showed that, you would be accurate to say. If I said, again, ask any scientist, am I made up of oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphites? What would he say? He'd say, yes, you are. So is the dust. Again, DNA. DNA. So literally, the ancient Hebrew, when you take the word DNA, and this is where everybody gets the little numbers when they're like gematria. People try to confuse and take it to another level, not realizing the original language of Hebrew was already based in numbers. Bet, tet, jim, ha. It's all numbers. It has a number system, not calculate, multiply, divide by. Nah. That's why there's one of these I don't like that stuff. But the word DNA in Hebrew is Yahweh. Again, not to mention Adam and Eve, the man. Why are they talking to a snake? You know what else is a snake? Your DNA. That's your DNA giving you good and bad ideas. By nature, it'll keep you out of trouble. It'll help you. DNA, right? You get a thought. You all got a little talking snake in your head right now. You know that? In your body. It's who you are. Your DNA. Yahweh. You get it? Think about it. DNA was in the Bible before you knew what DNA was. The talking snake, I could argue, is you. Your thoughts in your mind. Have you ever seen a talking snake? I haven't. I have had people have some pretty, even when you put people under stress. Think about it. Yo, Oracle got hacked. That might hit, but it's not moving at all. Come on, bro. Talking snake. Jacob, I came face to face with God. I'll call it pineal. That's your pineal gland. That's what they say is the third eye in the ancient religions before that. And then you know what else, Jacob? You know what else Jacob starts to do? He says, I saw a vision of a ladder, north, south, east, west. That's a ladder. That's a double helix DNA structure. This is in Genesis. In the beginning. I love it. This was the one, the next one. This is the one we didn't discover till the 90s. I even said this the other day and people ripped it and it went viral. I'm glad. Now somebody make a brokerage. Laminin. Laminin. It's in your blood, brother. Laminin is the thing in your blood that literally holds your cells together. If you did not have laminin in your blood, you wouldn't be able to hold your structure as a human. You know why? All of your cells would just be all over the place. It wouldn't be a cell. It wouldn't be contained. You couldn't have any structure. You would be a blob without this thing called laminin. Okay? Like I told, if you haven't done this before, go Google laminin and tell me what it looks like. Might take you guys a little bit. I said this Philo before. Again, people started posting this on Twitter. That's how you know this is good viral content. It's real. This was been real before some of y'all have been born. In Genesis. No. In everything. Laminin, my brother. Go Google what it looks like. It's literally a cross. The thing holding your blood cells and entire body together is shaped like a cross. You know how mad people got when they saw this? They said, no, it's a letter T. It's not, it's a letter T. Okay. The letter T. It's a cross. My brother, your DNA carries his name. Your blood literally bears his sacrifice. I've heard people say we're God's toys. My guy, I think we're artwork. Every artist signs it. You are signed. You know that, right? Don't tell me you're not in the family. That's why it's funny, bro. You're all in the family. Laminin, you're my brother. You know animals don't have laminin. That's why I said, my girl, she's like, does a dog have laminin? I said, nope. Just you. The ones that he died for. Thank God he was on the cross. You know that? Literally, laminin. My brother, your DNA has his name. Your blood literally bears his sacrifice. Before time and now. That's just reality. So those are the main ones, bro. The next ones get really crazy. I still haven't figured out the last one, though. But then go to Isaiah 53. This is the OG prophecy. So again, this was hundreds of years before Jesus. And Isaiah 53 talks about they're going to crucify somebody and kill and pretty much crucify Jesus. It was a foreshadowing. But again, you go do the Hebrew, you look at every 49th letter, 7 times 7, completeness. It literally says, Yeshua Shmi, aka my name is Jesus. In the same prophecy that came hundreds of years that predicted the crucifixion, every 7th letter, or every 49th, literally says, my name is Jesus. Again, this is in Isaiah, before time, before a lot of the New Testament. And then this one, you guys, I still haven't figured this out. But when I shared this with the Chad, I'm grateful for all the diversity we have, because a lot of you are like, oh, in my culture we have this. Oh, in Chinese culture we have this. You all said it. The missing day. There was a battle in the Bible with Joshua. And it talks about stopping everything. And he said the sun stayed up until they defeated all their enemies. Time did not move. That's what it says in the Bible. Sound like a fairy tale, right? Almost every culture in the world has a mention of a missing day on the calendar. There is some like 90s report from NASA where they document the moon and they say based on the extrapolation of it, you could argue there is one day missing from the lunar calendar. So yeah, I'm just saying, bro, there's more in that book than you think. And like a lot of people too, they will, if they use the book to control you, bro, they use it to say you're this, you're that. No. You should read it for yourself. You should get involved in it. But don't tell me you're here for no reason. Don't tell me you don't have a purpose. It's in your name. It's in your blood. Dog, this world is deep and it's cool. It's an adventure. I love it. You should start to do that too. You might realize why you're here. Imagine all of this and you want to tell me it's for nothing? And that's why I'm saying, my bro, go for it, go against it, but don't tell me it's for nothing. Don't tell me it's indifferent. We gonna light that fence on fire. So yeah, I hope you discover more and more of yourself. And as you do that, it should encourage you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these people confuse you. You need to learn to think for yourself. Not, oh, I discovered myself and now I'm confused. Oh, I learned more about myself and I don't believe that it's nothing. No, that's a lie. That's what I'm saying. That's not how it works. That's not what the story's saying. Nobody would go to this extent. Again, if you seek, you will find it. You value your importance. You value yourself. You put that emotion behind it, my guy. You got some things ahead of you. You have things in you that speak to it. So I look forward to seeing you in the future, brother. Take that to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Get a long term. Another bitter on pizza. Yup. It's the same one.
Long term.
Hey, Will, this shit is fucking cold.
Made a lot of money, hard not to be cocky, but I worked to get here. My name isn't Bronny. I am 5'6", but I still call her Shotty. I catch the dip, I do not catch a body. If the money quick, I cautious. You lever too much if the move make you nauseous. Difference between a rock and diamond is flawless. You don't save money, I find that appalling. Never been in battle, but I got a war chest. I believe in God, I don't make poor bets. Ask Pascal the wager and I'll tell you I'm legit. Sometimes you feed the haters, cause the haters make you rich. On everything, my work. Long time. Check me. Yeah. Dollar for the tacos, $1 for the chicken. Used to think life rough then, but now I'm reminiscing. Dream is feeling distant. Supposed to have her, shoulda had her, but now I have her. So frustrating, so irate. So I'm just saying, why the fuck we so patient? If this was 68, we would've had a riot. Now you speaking for the people and they tell you be quiet. I ain't buying it. Little guy defend the MNC, anoint him at the DNC. Why your social movement always benefit the S&P? The first place to look for enemies. It's not your fucking family, nor your core beliefs. I hope you see the war beneath. Forget about the future, they say only grab what's in your reach. They ain't smiling at you, it's a battle and they show it deep. Taught you how to criticize, so wisdom stay beneath your feet. Man, I'm feeling overlooked. They ain't even hungry, but they telling us that we cook. Hard to read the room if you can't even read a book. Yeah, hard to fake a smile when they sewn our mouths shut. Fuck, we won't even hear this. You won't even feel this. Jealousy override empathy and realness. A corporation steal this, repackage it and reel it. Evil so fearless, they're so shameless, saying I'm blameless. The generation filming in the moment won't say shit. Why we call it brain dead when it felt like our soul dead? Or maybe we just sold it. Oh shit. Yeah. Real shit, all this dummy shit, it bored me. Put me in the book of life, the author and authority. My father is the king, I'ma let him go to war for me. I got a lot of things, but my soul still mean more to me. Down with cannibals, they probably gonna eat your nest. 100 on the crib before I ever put it on my neck. Here, write this down, I don't want you to forget. God gave me this gift, I'm chained to him, not the shit. Just items, rather be like him. The valley in the shadows, I will not be frightened. I don't do the third eye, the word enlightens. Discern how they swerve, all they words, no biting. So smooth with it, wanna imitate it. Saint drip, bitch, I am inundated. In a little different, it's more than innovation. Always had a different vision if we both facing the same location. Oh, I'm patient, y'all keep playing. Haven't you noticed that we the same? No changing, y'all still flaking. I'm still crazy, smoke that hazy. This'll be the part where I tell them that they lazy. Next Jim Cramer, but Bloomberg hate me. And the plays hit, so y'all can't blame me. Instant so sis, but the money from the 80s. Why you think I keep on telling y'all it's for the taking? Listen, little nephew, can't you feel the vibration? You don't need a preform to get a live nation. Bar is hella hard, you'd only get it if you play it. LYB, no PRAYIG, make it like they famous. They so draining, they complaining. Do it every day like it was an occupation. What they paying? I'm just saying, I get money on every effort. I ain't better, just a veteran professor of the Benjamins and Jeffersons. It's not about the melanin, it's more about the skeletons. The shit that's in the medicine. Oh no, here we go again. The type of conversation turned them feminine. I am, I have, I shall. No questioning, no mentioning. I think this is the part where the sentence and period. That's a great job. Role playing happens.
Oh yeah, we're back, Chad. We're back. Back and ready to go. How you doing, man? How you living? Are you feeling good? Okay, yeah, a couple of travel names. You have Airbnb after the bell. IBM's still there too. But yeah, man, we're back. It's 11:30. Oh man, it's daylight savings, bro. But yeah, hour and a half left, man. So God bless you. Good afternoon. We ballin' today. I'm excited. Gonna ball out, dog. Gonna ball out. I don't know. Memdani's accepting applications. I might apply. I'm gonna be like, I'm here to get my penthouse, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm so down. Okay. yeah, if you have any questions, now would be the time. We could do off topic too. I don't know if you have anything. I don't know if you got your mind blown. Whatever it may be. But yeah, you let me know, bro. But what the fuck was that? Okay. But yeah, they want to get rid of the electric F-150. Dude, that's so crazy, man. Bill Gates just scammed everybody into EVs and then told you not to get a Tesla. That's crazy. Now dog, remember when Ford Lightnings, y'all don't even get it too. Because the original Ford Lightning is one of the coolest cars ever. You know that? That's the shitty part. I actually want to get this one. Like, dog, yeah, look, you type in Ford Lightning and it got rid of the fucking history. Terrible. Dog, yeah. Dog, this was probably one of the hardest cars. People don't understand. It was quick, too. Super quick. Uh-huh. Yeah, bro. This is the real Ford Lightning, you guys. This is a cool-ass truck. That's what I'm saying, bro. They should have got you this. Yeah, like, this is what y'all should have been buying. Yeah, I think you would have made more money. I think if you bought one of these instead of an EV Lightning, you would have made money. How much do these go for now? Dang, son. 40 grand? Oh, no. $50,000. I want to find one. I know a couple of Chads had them, bro. I really fuck with that car. It's a cool-ass truck. I can't believe they did it like that, though. Sad, bro. F-150. Yeah, even if you do Ford F-150 Lightning, it only shows you 2001s. Or 2022s. Terrible. So sad, bro. SVT Lightning, yeah. Dog, they're $40,000 still. There's a lot of them. Oh, no, there's only 7 within 50 miles of Cali. Nationwide, 20 of them. Yeah, bro, what the fuck? They all are just heavy mileage. I think it's a supercharger. It's like $40,000, $30,000. Yeah, dog. Such a cool car, bro. You want the late 90s LS 300. That's a gas guzzler, dog. But yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, Paul Walker drove that one in Fast and the Furious. That was the Raptor before the Raptor, huh? The SVT. NVO. CagriSema treatment, 70% reduction. Cardio risk. Remember, we have 2 more on that list. Ionic is popping. But yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, if that title today comes true, are you going to laugh? Or what? Because you thought it wasn't, right? I'm just saying, bro. You really about to be 7 hours to nowhere. Hot dog. I love that car. 4-speed automatic? That's crazy. It's a damn 4-speed. Okay. All right. Yeah, but any other questions? Any other off topic? I don't know if you want to get into a car. Someone said it. I felt bad. We left yesterday. One of you said you wanted to get your first nice car. And then you said if you wanted to get a Beamer. I like Beamers, but you guys, if you want to buy like a nice car, you have to understand supply and demand. Because every nice car you're gonna lose money on, and if it's a mass-produced vehicle, you're gonna lose money. So it's just so understand that. So if you really want to buy like a Beamer or a Benz, buy it used. Other than that, if you want a car where it's not gonna wash you too much, unfortunately they're gonna be a lot more expensive. Like I think that's why like I don't really like them, but like Porsches are a great expensive car because they really hold their value. Same thing with like the G-Wagons and certain SUVs and other cars, but like even the more expensive supercars, depending on what you get, you know, they're gonna hold. Yeah, I mean a Denali will hold value better than a normal car. Like you could put a lot of mileage on it, you'll still lose money, but you're not gonna lose as much as a more mass-produced car, essentially, because people like those and they don't change the styles and all that. Yeah, the 911 is extremely reliable, as crazy as that may sound. Yeah, or you get a 4Runner. You could buy a 4Runner. Tacomas will hold value and they go down a little bit, but the 4Runner's insane. That's actually one of the craziest cars, because you could buy a brand new 4Runner, put 20,000 miles on it, and sell it for the same price you bought it, like, or make money on it. It's so weird. I don't even know how. You could still buy them new, but like it's such an odd market on that one. But 4Runners are actually fucking insane. Everyone's talked about it a lot. I mean, I would vote for Elon. I mean, I'm not a Tesla shareholder, so don't listen to me. Yeah, if you really wanted to get a nice car, and like, because remember, if you get a certain vehicle, you're going to lose money on it. So then at some point, I don't know, talk with your tax guy. Maybe a lease if you're just trying to get a nice car and you want it and waste money. But yeah. Good RX part. Are they actually though? Yeah. Won't be partnering. Yeah, there you go. I was saying, bro, I hate this shit. I hate every time. That one was bullshit. They got us the first couple times, but nah. Let's see, bro. Let's go to the lease hacker. Otherwise, you're gonna have to spend like $100 grand on it. There's like 3 cars you could pick that you could drive it, put mileage on it, and it's not gonna lose you as much money. Or buy it used. If you could buy a good deal used, and it's already, this is what I said for EVs too. If you could buy a car that already had the depreciation, then yeah, it'll that's a better deal than buying a brand new like BMW or an AMG. Let's see their deals. California. What? Huh? Yo, is this real? How much is that? What's 7,000 divided by 2 years? Holy shit, this is a crazy ass deal. So 7,399 divided by 12. $600 a month. So it's still kind of a lot. But they have it. I didn't look at this. Toyota Tacoma. $0 a month. It's a $7,000 up front. Wait, I don't know if this is added. $6,800 for recent college grad within 2 years. Hold on, bro. This might be insane. If you graduated college in the last 2 years, I think you might get it for $1,000. That's insane. I don't know if this is real. You should call into that. That says $0 a month. I don't know if you get the 6,000 credit. That's insanity. Because this one's 6,000 without the college thing. So I think this is, bro. I think that'll be like $100 a month for a Tacoma. 12,000 miles a year. So you could get the Kia, $200 a month, 0 down. I know a lot of people like that. Let me call into that one. Someone should call on and look that one up, see. Because if that's 7,000 down and then 6,800 credit, that's a free car. It's like $100 a month for a Tacoma. They have a Camry, 200. Yeah, list right here, bro. I don't know. Again, you were just asking me about supercars, and I'm over here Camry and Kia. But, dog, this is a steal. Hybrid Camry, 0 down, $200 a month. That's ridiculous. That's how it used to be back in the day. Not this fucking $700 for a Camry. Equinox, 320. Oh, they got the Mercedes back. This is a good deal. $399. You could probably get it for $299. 0 down on a C-Class. That's what you should do. If you really want a nicer car, they might even have an E-Class, but a brand new C-Class, 0 down, and then $399. You could lower the $3,000 and make it 0. It'll probably play like $450 a month. That's not bad though for a $50,000 car. You could get a nice one too. They have the Palisade GLC for $550. Let's see if they have nice cars. GLE for $760 a month. That's a $75,000 car, 0 down. Or a GLS? Oh, that's $900 bucks. But GLS, that's a $90,000 vehicle. Deals to sell combined Boeing planes to Kazakh. GLS for $900, but these are all leases. Oh, you think it's $6,800? That makes sense. That makes way more sense. Yeah. Yeah. 68 instead of 7,000. You guys are right. I was gonna say there's no fucking way. But dude, lease deals are coming back. Shout out to deflation. So I don't know, bro. I can't wait till you could get really good cars for cheap. But these are some. Remember last time we looked at this? I was like, dude, that's not bad. Yeah, it's like $300 a month then for a Tacoma. The Lambo index has tripled. Lambos are still kind of expensive, but a lot have depreciated. Even the fucking Revelto, I could get it if I wanted it, but I'm over it, and it's a hybrid. Like, you guys have no idea, man. Bro, I have one of these car guys. He always trying to hit me up. You trust Josh on stocks and not cars? Well, hey man, that's your prerogative, but I'm good at all of it. Fuck out of here. What you saying? I make money on them. My biggest mistake was selling supercars right before 2020, like a year and a half before. I should have kept the 458. That was the only thing I kind of regret. I thought I was being wise. That's why, because like right now I'm like, no, I'm not going to buy a fucking 12 cylinder. I'm not going to do it. I feel like that's foolish. But last time I was like, okay, that's not dog. The 458's the best car in the world. Now that it's getting like rare and shit now, it's fucked up, dude. I'm good at value and deals. I like it. Maybe I'm just cheap. Good deal, baby. C-Class, yeah, in 2018. That's what I'm saying. Back in the day, they had good deals. But at some point, bro, those C-Classes were going for like $700 a month. It was insane. There's some cool deals on here. I'm still scrolling through it. My favorite car? I mean, oddly, Tesla. It's like Tesla. I'll never forget, bro, like driving a Tesla for the first time. It was so cool. It's still really cool. I'm not a fan of EV and like all of it, but Teslas are really cool. Like, that was world changing, bro. Like the first time you drive, like this was when you didn't drive EVs, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it was a trip. The torque, the speed, how it handled, the letting go of the gas, all of it. Yeah, I love the G-Wagon. I think G-Wagon's one of the best cars. You don't lose money on it, and it's just solid. Like, and I could do everything. It's fucked up. That car's a work truck. Like, legitimately. I'm being dead ass serious. Like, people look at me crazy. No, it's built. It's fucking, that thing is reliable. I love it. No, but like, that's there. Otherwise, like, I don't know. The Ferraris and Lambos and shit are cool. And like, I mean, I'm a big fan of like the boats too. Like a Rolls Royce, but they're all different. And like, they're cool, but they're all similar. That's why a Tesla was just like, I don't know, this was like what, 10, 12 years ago now? It was just kind of crazy to think about, but it literally blew my mind. I remember my first like neck snap. I also remember my first pull in like a Rari, but dude, a fucking Tesla, it hurt. So super cool. I told you, I think I hit. I didn't drive it. It was my little crazy cousin. He did like 180, 185 in the Rari or something. It was stupid. It was very dangerous. But that was exciting. But the Lord was with us. I didn't approve. I told him, I was like, don't do that. And he just kept doing it. Ooh, Forerunner, $679 a month. 62,000 MSRP, 0 down. Consider a super bike? Oh, so you just want me dead, huh? Okay. Fuck all that, bro. I'll never do a motorcycle. I don't think any of you should do a motorcycle ever. People are dumb. You gotta be careful. Yeah, the Forerunner, but you're not gonna lose any money. You could drive a Forerunner for 2 years, 3 years, and if you abuse it, you'll lose a little bit. Got a ZXKR. Well, listen, can you guys do this? Can I offer you something? If you drive a motorcycle right now, why don't we sell it and then we either get you a cool car or we invest it or turn it to a house? What do you guys feel? How about that? I've had Chads do it. You know that? I remember one of the Chads, was it Dystopian or was it Payday? It was one of the Chads, bro, and I was very, very proud of them. Because that's what they did. They loved it. And I understand the love for it. You could keep a bike, get like a track, to go on the track, bro. Or I don't know, like just not on the road and all that, bro. But like, I know it's a cool thing. Believe me, bikes are dope. I understand. I'm not like a hater of bikes. I'm a hater of public transportation and people on the roads who are going to kill you. That's what I'm worried about. But yeah, I think it'd be a very wise move. Especially if you believe in the future. I think y'all should sell your bikes and turn it into either a cool car or an investment. You know, I'm telling you, bro. A lot of Chads have had accidents. Believe me, I know some very more tragic than others. But it's just I'm not down, bro. Yeah, if you do it as like a track bike, you can still get fucked up if you're irresponsible, but as like a hobby, you know what I'm saying? I get it. That's totally, but like, I know some people, because it's cheap on gas and it saves you a lot of time with traffic, but nah, bro, everyone's really, especially with daylight savings, dog, nah. Oh, trust them, bro. The lane split, yeah, bro, it's crazy. I look out for bikes, though. I'm always like, you know, and I always like go off to the corner if they want a lane split. I try to help them out. But like, yeah, man, people is crazy. 7 Series for X6M? Oh, no, it's not an M. No, M Sport. That's a fake M. But it's $1,200 a month, 0 down. That's the nicest. There's 7 Series for $1,000 a month. There's only 2 types of riders. The ones that have gone down and riders that are going down. Dude, it's terrible. That's what I'm saying. And then I don't know who needs to hear this one too. They never believe me and it always happens. Are you ready? If you go to a foreign country, do not ride the fucking mopeds and shit. Okay? Let somebody who lives there ride it for you. No one ever dude, everybody breaks their damn bone. You don't understand the traffic laws and you are a white American, you're probably dumb. It's okay. I mean that in love. But I'm saying you're going to break every bone because you were like, I tried to yield to traffic. and the tuk-tuk ran me over. Well, what the fuck? Yeah, they will, bro. Well, that happens to I think all of my friends. I think every friend of mine that has ever gone to Asia and got on there, that's it. I mean, listen, if you've done it in Mexico and you're Mexican and you've ridden through and you know how to fucking in foreign countries, this don't apply to you. But most people, oh, they get it's fucked up, dog. Yeah, bro, it's fucked up. Well, it's not even like going to the hospital. It's just like most people don't know like how to they don't understand the driving rules and the way it operates. You know what I'm saying? A lot in Asia. This is always in like Thailand and shit. And then they get in really bad accidents. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's not street signs. It's a different way to operate. So yeah, you got to be very, very careful. And like most people, like, yeah, have somebody. You can ride a bike if somebody's driving it that knows the area and like knows the street level or the street laws and how the traffic goes and what to watch out for. But not fucking, if you've never done it, that's what like everyone does it. They're like, oh, I want to ride. Oh no, you're gonna get fucked up, dude, every time. It's so bad. So yeah, I don't know, for your holiday season, Asia's cool. I like Asia a lot, but like the driving and all that, it's insane. Same thing with like Egypt. I've never been to Egypt. My dad tells me, but yeah, you gotta be careful. Well, you own the car. That's low mileage for that type of Civic, so that's not bad because you own it. All of these I'm talking about were a lease, so that's why owning is better, because now you don't have to, that money is going to ownership. Whereas like, you know, again, we got this conversation because homeboy was like, I want to buy my first car and it would be a BMW, and I'm just like, you're gonna lose a lot of money on anything like that. That's why I was like, if you really are gonna just want to drive a nice car and you're down to lose the money, you might as well just lease it, or you have to buy a certain limited supply or better holding value like expensive car, which will be like probably like 20 more thousand than he was expecting. An RS, I have, bro. They are very similar to the Lambo, but they're not. That's the crazy part, because it is the exact same car, and like the interior is all Audi, like it's the same exact everything. But like, yeah, that extra horsepower and everything is like, there's a little bit of a difference. That Lambo is a good car, bro. That was a really, really cool car for like what it is, like a SUV. That's why everybody would crash Uruses. Have you ever noticed that? You know how many crashed Uruses there are? Because most people don't understand how fast that car really is. Because even though it's like a SUV and you would think it's like, dude, that car was crazy. I'm a big fan of the Urus. I never liked it until I bought it. That's why when I sat in it, I tripped out and I was like, all right, run it. But it's not like, it's fast. They're very easy to crash because most people they underestimate it. So it's powerful. But it's the same as the Audi, but it's different. Yeah, 37,000 miles on a 2012 Honda is insane. That's a good ass fucking car. That will last you forever. Buy a hypercar, a totaled one, and build it at the farm. I would like to, but I'm just not that good at it. I'm not. I mean, hey, if you guys want to build it, I think they get mad though at auto work on the HOA. I don't think we can, because auto maintenance is loud. Ding, 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 ding. are hiring veterans, can you plug them? No, you cannot. I think go out, and until I could verify it, I'm just not down. I don't like to get associated with it. I'm a big fan, though, of helping the veterans, but I just don't know what your guys' projects are on. You know, the other day somebody sent me a non-profit that they like, and it helped them, and I'm glad, but I don't know, man. I look at things differently, and I just don't. I don't know people, and sadly, a lot of people, I just can't trust them, because I even looked at the non-profit, and I'm like, well, you know, and they're like, Josh, can you help? Can you do this? And I'm like, these guys have like $35 million in assets. And then they like, when you go through the non-profit forms, like they're left with like less than $1 million, and they have government stuff and all that. So I just don't. I would like to make a non-profit one day that actually gave the money and shit to people. But yeah, so same thing here. I don't know what your company is. I don't know what they're doing, but you could just do what your task was. If you are trying to hire people, do it in a way. You could send me the info and I'll look over it, and then I could make my decision, but I'm generally lean towards no. See, like I'm saying, and then y'all drag each other into it. I don't know what it is, unfortunately. So you guys gotta be careful. I don't think they're ever gonna make the Roadster. Can I start a PE fund and have Chads run mid-markets and flip that debt? No. I think if no one's gonna make the brokerage, bro, I would think we might. But maybe we'll see next year. I mean, it could be a good tax write-off, but it's still, I don't want to deal with it. I don't like, I don't want to, if I wanted to do all that, I remember I was going to do it before YouTube. I had everything ready and I was working as a managing partner, but yeah, they didn't like the YouTube and I didn't like that. So here we are. Yeah, it's a dental insurance company, so I'm not down. Alright, so again, you can send it to me, but do you get a commission off of hiring people? Because then it turns into these insurance companies. You can make a lot of money, so don't get it twisted. But I'm not gonna let you fucking cherry pick Chads and do that shit. Fuck out of here. But yeah, that you can. Those insurance companies, you can make a lot of money selling insurance. And that's what they do. So, and it's a nice little racket. But yeah, I'd go post a Craigslist ad or contact everyone else. You were running a 7.3 diesel? Yeah, bro. You go to a Civic, dog, you're gonna be shocked what gas mileage can do. Dude, I remember I drove a fucking H2 back in the day. You know the old Hummer, like when the first like had it. This was like a couple years after it came out, but I remember gas was expensive. That car was crazy. That was the first time I was like, dude, what do you mean it goes from fuck? Because even then, like, nicer cars like are light and they don't like, you could burn gas pretty quick, but dude, the Hummer H2 is ridiculous. You would have a full tank, you get off the freeway, and right when the car stops, that shit goes all the way down to half a tank. It's that was the trippiest. I think it was just a shitty like GM car, but that was insane. I want a horse and carriage. $6 hours DoorDash with $12. That's fire. How is DoorDash paying? Is DoorDash still doing good? And welcome, my new locked in people. God bless ya. Did y'all see the Uber task thing? They'll pay you like $1 to do tasks for like little things while you're waiting for orders or drives. Have any of you qualified for that, or like did they invite you? I have no idea how it works. I just read about it. 97 Civic. Dog. Fucking beast. You have no idea, man. Those cars, bro, that's what sucks, though. That's part of what I was saying, man. With, like, this whole thing where you're like, why do people want fucking socialism? Because, like, I'm telling you, bro, if you don't save, if you missed out on certain opportunities, and then they fucking dumped all this money on the system and fuck up everything and made it so hard, bro, because, like, these beaters that used to be starter cars, these are $10,000. So, yeah, man. And I like it because they're cheap to fix. I don't know if they're cheap to fix anymore. But in my mind, bro, I view that as a bulletproof car as a great investment. But, like, you used to pick those up for, like, $2K, $3K. But I think that's like a $10,000 car now. Let's see. Let's go shopping. Let's go Honda Civic shopping, you guys. Are you down? Let's put it to the test. Yeah, cash for clunkers. You paid $1K for it 2 years ago? I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know. That's a good for you, brother. I fuck with all of this. And then you got the long term. You better have a fucking long term. That's it. And then wait till you do the same thing with the crib. Then you get the crib for cheap. And you're like, I'm paying like $1,000 to. And there you go. I don't know. They said on the Uber thing that they'll pay you like filling out stuff or doing stuff while you sit there. So look, these are all the cars. I just put in San Diego cars. $4,000 for 180. That's not bad, but that's still kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't know. They're just high mileage now. Because you could still get a car for like $5,000. Let's see. It's actually coming down. So this is mine. Mine was I bought the Prelude for 3 G's back in the day. Mine was $3,000. So let's see what if I had to start today, I could get. Oh my, Sundar drive the same thing. Remember I was telling y'all last night, Nissan Leaf. This is what the CEO of Google drives around in San Francisco. No exaggeration. I've seen him. That's what I'm telling you. It's a trip. And then he was on that conversation with Sam and his Costa. That's a Nissan Leaf right here. 97,000 miles. Great gas. Toyota, reliable beater. Salvage title. That's a bad deal. That's crazy. $3,000, 252,000 miles, and it's salvage. Oh. Yo, Chad. 3,000, bro? With 75,000 miles? Runs and drives great. No leaks, clean title. Driver window is broken. Could use a recharge. Oh, dude. I want it. Oh, it's salvage. No, that's why. We'll call. I could offer him. I'll be like, are you a boomer? Will you take 2 paper clips? That's W.O. House, star. W.O. House. No. About Senate bringing. There was one earlier, but I don't think the airline news is kind of outweighing it. But if you do get that again, the market will rip up a little bit. Kia Sorento 130 with 20-inch rims. Why are you putting 20s on, man? Yeah, this is what I had. 160. So I sold one of these back in the day. It had 300,000 miles. Because my dad had it. My dad had a Honda DX with roll-up windows. And I was 14. And I said, because once he got his Camry, I said, will you sell me this car? He said, $500. And I didn't have a license. So my dad sold me his Honda for $500. And then I sold that for, I think, $2,500. And then I got another $500 to get the Prelude. But then that was like, I sold the car, had 300,000 miles when I sold it. I think 350. So this isn't bad, bro. 2200? Clean title? Dog, this is a good car. This thing is bulletproof. And it's automatic. Stop it. But yeah, this is like my first car type shit. So we were doing the same shit. Yeah, this isn't... I don't even... If that's a DX, that's probably even an EX. Or a LX. The old Impala. Subaru? This has to be salvage, right? Oh, motor is missing. Okay, that'll do it. The Jeep 170. They are really high mileage. That Civic wasn't bad, dude. AVPT, isn't that the one? Is that the one? I don't know. Oh no, I had a different one. I know DX was the base model. It was it didn't even have AC. That was how I found out. I was like, how come it blows air but it's not cold? This car is bullet 150,000, yeah. This is one my sister had, I think, until like 200,000 miles. It's a little high mileage, but like, yeah, this is you guys know this is normal, right? Like I'm saying, like, I know people get discouraged and they're like, what do you mean I have to buy a shitty car and yeah. Oh, but like, this is exactly what we were doing. Like, this is all you had. This was all of our choices back then too. So like, yeah, my dad and you had to try to get low mileage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, people will call it shitty. That's what I'm saying. I mean, people even type it as a beater or not. But this is like, I see this as a good car. That's because I just know it. It'll go another 100,000 miles. Shouldn't cost you too much to repair. But then, like, legit, you could drive the fuck out of it. You know, it's not going to be glamorous. It's not going to be fancy. But, yeah, I remember people were tripping a little bit about 2,000 for a 94. That's 200,000. Like, ideally, you try to get below 100,000 miles. That would be the best. But this is what, 150? The most hated vehicle in the world. I told you guys, I like this car. CCIX in the video. Oh. Dog, they keep pumping this Churchill shit. Move closer. Yeah, I'm gonna back out of these. That's the third or fourth time they keep trying to pump this back. Starting to remind me of what's it called? A fucking Paramount. I look at China, and now think about it. If you think downside tomorrow, take a look at those premiums. You guys want to go back to them and see? So all the asks went up, but none of the premiums the bids went up on the out of the monies. They held up pretty decent, but you're back to the same level in the morning we were talking about. It's really not that bad in terms of how it died, but Trump-based Cove Capital developed large tungsten in Kazakhstan. Who's Cove Capital? A Honda CRX? Yeah, what do you mean? Why wouldn't you be able to? It's the same as, yeah. That's what I'm saying. They just keep pumping it. I mean, one of these is going to hit one day, but I don't know. I've noticed they come out with these, like, strong opinion headlines and people get hyped on it, but I think they're just hoping to have people get stuck in it and then have a new investor, but none of these have really, like, went crazy. I think we have one on the other one. I like the Chevy HHR. They hate him, bro. I liked the PT Cruiser when it came out, man. I was a fan of this car. Super ugly, but I thought it reminded me of the Plymouth Barracuda. Yeah, bro. Well, Snap had a good deal. Again, Snap with Perplexity. $400 million AI deal is pretty solid. It's US and Australia. it called? Cove Capital. It's private. Mountain Cove Capital. There's Elliott Cove Capital. But yeah, all of them are private on my side. Michael. USAR and Cove Capital, funded by the same guy. Founded. Allows Trump to enforce passport policy targeting transgender people, but not tariffs. Well, yeah, dude, I didn't realize. So what do you guys want to do? It's been 1 month of locked in. I didn't really realize it. Doesn't time fly? Oh, yeah, and then you guys see China, right? I hope you made your decision there, too. But, like I said, we wanted to try the locked in. I kind of like it, but, yeah, I don't know what you want to do. Money market hit 753. You like it, keep it. Well, they'll see. They'll probably say no in a minute, but no change ideally. I'm still mad that YouTube lets the fucking weirdos still buy it. Like, you know, because that's what you guys have a bunch of groypers in here. I hope you know that. That's why, like, I can't give you guys too much. I'm not going to fund no fucking weirdos. That's the only problem. But I think we just got used to it. The PT Cruiser had a turbo? I did not know that. I mean, if YouTube just stopped letting the people banned buy it, that's easy. Because I already have the list and the tracking of it, but I just can't stop. I don't know why YouTube will literally not notify the people who want it and pay for it, but then will make it easily accessible to those who are disruptive. You miss being real time. Well, we'll see for next year with the watch list and how we could do that. Or if I wish YouTube would let me give away memberships, that'd be nice. You want notifications, right? You could have the morning news. But, I mean, realistically, if you're waking it up that early for, like, info, what are you doing with that info? So, like, if you're a long-term investor, I don't think it's not going to change anything. But in reverse, if you're a trader and you like that info, I mean, I genuinely think you're going to make money off of it if you're actually waking up. And that's why, that being said, I got to burn the fence down. I don't want to do everybody's work and then make it easier to gamble, or if not, put them in a position. Because again, I think every morning now, the guy's paying for it. You got to make something out of it. I think you now locked in a different way where you're like, yeah, let's fucking run it. Because it should. But if you don't see it as being able to provide that, then it may not be there. And like I'm saying, the guys, I want people, you got to wake up, man. I imagine how many times I still get the same thing asked. That's with or without it. An Evo 9? Yeah, I want an Evo 7. That's my favorite. The yellow one. Or the green one from Fast and the Furious. Volvo 100 2000. Astrovan. You guys remember these? You're not hard. You got trouble trying to wake up. Or Mazdas? I mean, you know Mazda's a Ford. Pretty much. J&J approves Dara Tuyamab and hyaluronase high-risk smoldering multiple myeloma. I'm locked in to show my support. Well, amen, baby. God bless you. See, then that way, too, you don't have to. If, like, that's the case, you guys could show it with a much cheaper way, too. But I appreciate it. And that's why, too, I don't want any liars. Because that's what I'm saying. If you're telling me, oh, I got to save for the long term, this is your test. Why the fuck are you buying it if you need it for your long term? Don't lie. In that way, and if you stick to the plan and you use your money as it should be, and you're not going to be gambling, you shouldn't feel it. And you should be straight up with it. And I will make sure you're still taken care of. From the long term to even all the plays, bro. You know how many people complained to me yesterday about not telling them the win-win play? And that's what we covered last night. But guess what? I said it all day. And they're like, Josh, I'm a college student. I'm like, guy, you should have listened. Said it a lot. So yeah. But either way, I didn't think I didn't realize it's been a month already. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's? Oh man, amen. I guess we all gotta pay our tax. But I do want you all to bring something. Don't forget that, please. So that's why some of you are bringing it, whether it's value or assistance. At bare minimum, you have at least brought a monetary value, but I want everybody to start bringing something. I don't want the money. I don't care. I need people to bring stuff, get off the fence, start working, start thinking for yourself. That's it. That's all it is. You're going to join because you don't want to miss TLT. I don't think that will make you get it. You might still miss it. Because that's what I'm saying. If you're not thinking for yourself, I'm useless. If you know how to think for yourself and use ahead of time info, I'm a good friend to have. But yeah, if you're just going to wait for me, then unfortunately, that's not bringing something. But you still might miss it. That's the irony. And it's not going to be TLT probably this time. Is it more of a hassle? No, it's been actually a little bit easier. The only thing was the OBS, but I don't know if that's my computer or not. So look, you guys, here's all the premiums. The ones I was showing you from this morning. It's still at that $1.30. It's barely higher. So this is what I'm saying. You got to plan and then think about tomorrow and then make your decision from there. Because if we go down, you're going to make X amount. Just like this, you'll make the money depending on what point it goes. And then vice versa. If it goes up, these are going to come right back down. And then, yeah. And then these have time, so they're going to hold a little better. But this was the other part I was showing you. These died. So look, anything out of the money or like mid money, like right now the bids are all came back down. And then the ones out of the money, like fully, they did not move at all. Go watch videos from 4 years ago and learn how to play TLT. Amen, amen. Facts. It is. I like the flow. I like the cleanup. I like the burning of the fence. I like watching people get motivated. Even if my motivation is they hate me. At least they're motivated. You know, at least they're motivated. That's a beautiful thing, brother. But yeah, the fence, the gate. The gate's closed. The fence is getting burned down. Choose wisely. Oh shit, we only got 30 minutes left? Well. I want to see if YouTube will let us get you a discount, or we just need to find a way where I want you guys to work and think for yourself. Because my question for the watch list, if so many people missed it, why would so many people have me repeat it? I think the watch list made people lazy. There's the people who obviously would ignore it, but then there would be the people who just, you're like, well, I'll just... That's what I say. I think it made it a little too comfortable. So yeah, we need to find a way to make it push. I don't want it to make it comfortable. I want a little discomfort to get movement, because then the movement will get rid of the fear. Your shirt's on fire? Be careful. Dog, have you ever burnt hair? Like, the smell of hair is terrible. Because that's what's happened to me. I've, looked over, because all this little fucking curly hair, dude. And if I look over, a fire, sometimes it'll get caught. Yeah, ugh. And then, dude, I burnt my finger the other day trying to grill some shit, dude. And then you get that little patch. That little burn patch. Let's go 100,000 max. So this is $3,000 max, 100,000 miles. A Nissan Leaf again. Dog, maybe these cars just go really hard. That's 69,000 miles. CX-9 Mazda. 3,800 miles. What? Food truck? Wrangler? Hey, that's the Whole Foods parking lot. I think, or no, that's Fashion Valley. I don't know how much he wants. $84,000 Ford Windstar? I mean, I think the Plymouths were better. You need the car? The fuck? This has to be salvage, right? Or it doesn't work. Car does not start. Audi A5, 2,600, 80,000 miles. I'm like, no way. Another Nissan Leaf, dude. Ford Fusion, they are a little bit high on mileage. Stay on the path that changed your life. Bro, you changed your life in the Lord. Just keep getting motivated. NVIDIA, Kazakhstan signs MOU, $2 billion in advanced AI chips. Very nice. Yokshemesh, AI. My brother Bilo said the AI. I said you get the glasses. He said no eye. I say stupid. I put him in the cage. Very nice. Yeah, I like. Honda Accord, bro. I wanted one of these so bad. This was like the nice Civic. Damn, he did the steering wheel, the exhaust. That's 90,000 miles. It might be salvage. Clean title. It runs. Doesn't pass smog. New motor too. The new motors aren't good either, you guys. I don't know if you know that. These are all my first car buying, the cheap car buying tips. The new motors usually go out. It's not original. X beware. These are scammers. Do you guys want to hear this? Should we read their Craigslist scam story? I don't mess with the wrong people, and these clowns did just that. On Tuesday, 3 idiots tried to buy my M3. Instead, one squirted old dirty oil all over my engine compartment, while the other distracted me by asking me to see the title. Then when I backed out of my driveway for the supposed test drive, the dumbass squirted oil into the tailpipe. The whole scam was to get my M3, which is nearly perfect, at some ridiculous price due to a smoking engine and exhaust. My wife witnessed the entire thing from our upstairs room overlooking the driveway. Entire video was captured by my neighbor's Ring camera across the street. Caught completely in the act, the police came and made a full report and ran them and tracked them back to a location in LA, so it's a matter of time. I think it's important for our car community to be aware of these stupid lowlifes out there committing crimes. Be cautious and call 911 immediately. They had a Utah license plate, G897LS. Two males in their late 20s, one female in her late 30s, early 40s. They spoke some form of Middle Eastern language to communicate with each other. Instead of facing me, the last picture showed these fools peeling out, running like the cowards they are. Oh shit, dog. Oh, I didn't know it came with all this. Damn. Oh shit, yeah, bro. Oh, look. He got homeboy really doing it. Damn, son. And that's them running away. Oh, this is their car. That's the scammer. Damn, son. I kind of miss Craigslist, dog. That was a good one. You need the car? 80,000 Hyundai. 8,000 miles. Civic. This one's nice. Clean title. 100K original miles. New brakes. New tires. Timing belt. Alternator. Water pump replaced. OEM fuel pump. What the fuck? Listen, man. This ain't gonna be nice to some of y'all, but this would have been a banger back in the day. 2,600. So you're getting back to the days of like good starter cars that are cheap. Remember, all the propaganda tells you can't get this. But like I'm saying, this is exactly what I would go through back in the day when we buy like the OGs, bro. These are the starter cars. Same thing with houses too, man. You may not like, that's why you all want to get a fucking brand new BMW. And you're like, it's not affordable. Shit, man, you might have to get a starter home. You might get a starter car. You work your way up a couple years. And then now you're saving the money that you'd be making instead of spending it. And then brick by brick, baby. You're going to build it into something. Yeah, bro. That's good, though. I was actually kind of pleasant to see. You guys kind of inspired me. You guys are telling me you got these Hondas pretty cheap, or Hondas pretty cheap. And I'm like, no way. Because they were going pretty expensive during the pandemic. Some of those Civics, that car I just showed you is going for like 7K. Like a couple years ago, I feel like. People were charging a shit ton for them. 911 lines in multiple cities experiencing technical difficulties. Yeah, I mean, even Stream Alerts went down for a little bit. We saw a couple of telecom issues. Yeah, well, low ticker's coming down. High ticker has a few, but 30 minutes, man. Remember, yesterday's close was pretty ugly. I think it's either going to run you up to here, or if you really gets ugly like yesterday, you'll finish near the low. But you got enough time to go either way. Tell me why. I need to go pee. All of those Hondas would be double the price? Where? Dude, I'm in fucking... This is Southern California. That's San Diego. Is Carvana dumping on us realizing the cars aren't that expensive? Or are you in Europe? Alright. Let me go pee real quick.
We've got Morgan maps out her volatility playbook on how she's navigating today's weakness. Closing bell. We'll be right back.
Stores, they're going to break their price,
okay.
and we'll see that happen a little bit earlier if traffic's off. But if October's any indication, and at least the first weekend of November that we've seen, the traffic is still continuing to build.
So you're anticipating, at least with regards to the foot traffic on your properties, that will be higher than what we saw the last holiday season.
Yeah, look, we're really optimistic for a number of reasons. First of all, like I said, there's plenty of inventory in the store, so you can't sell it if you don't have it. Critically important to the retailers, but more importantly, we talk about inflation and we talk about pricing keeping up with inflation. I think there's a deflationary economy in the outlet business, in that the retailers have the opportunity to bring that price down to a certain level that reaches the customer. And when you see the price break, it's because they're driving customers into this.
When you talk about inventory levels, because obviously there was a lot of concern earlier this year with regards to the tariff uncertainty and the relatively long lead times you need to get stuff from overseas. So as we head into those stores now, basically everything these stores need more or less for the holiday season, you're saying they basically have.
Yeah, I think a lot of that product had already been landed a quarter ago. And some of the retailers that were sort of flexing their pricing with tariff might have flexed their pricing as early as the second quarter, even though there wasn't any tariff impact. They were testing their pricing, and also there was inflation, so they were building their pricing accordingly. But what we saw when tariffs were first announced at the beginning of April, we've seen traffic build. It built through the summer. We had that early summer promotion to bring back to school shopping a little bit earlier this year. Great promotion for us, totally drove traffic during the entire summer. We're going to do this other program I just told you about in November. But again, I think the customer's looking for value. They want the brands they want. They want the products they want. And in our shopping centers, it's more than just shopping stores. We now have food and beverage. We've elevated the food offering. We've elevated the entertainment offering. We now have services in our shopping centers too. So a local customer who may come for a spin class can stay for the shopping.
So it's a whole experience there. And I do want to talk a little bit more about your business. You recently reported earnings. This number stuck out, that your quarter-end occupancy was 97.4%. How much of that is lease renewals versus you bringing on new partners and signing new leases?
Well, it's definitely a mix of the two. In order for a tenant, first of all, there's a couple of macro things that are happening in the marketplace right now. Really important to understand, particularly as it relates to our portfolio. There's not a lot of new retail space being delivered in the market. And what that does is it causes each square foot of space in our portfolio to be that much more valuable. Because of that, retailers, they want to renew. If their stores are cash flowing positively, if that store is fully amortized, the construction of that store is amortized, who wants to close that store? But it gives us the opportunity to really push rents, and that's what you're seeing in our growth of our NOI. You're seeing that in
looking for that in Seattle? Why don't you just look in Cali and then drive it over? It'll be a long drive, but I'm sure it'll make it. That one that I just had up there, dude, if it has a new water pump and all that shit, I think that'll hit. But yeah, man, just go on Craigslist, you'll find some. I don't know about Lemonade. They move big on earnings, but Expedia is probably reacting to Airbnb. I think Airbnb is going to be it, and then that's it. U.S. Secretary Lutnick will support digital investment if legal framework is in place. I encourage digital investment if there's proper laws. MP, I mean, I think they're down a lot, bro, from those like 70s, and wasn't it at 90? But I think there's room to run, but I don't know how earnings is going to be. You guys have seen it. There's clearly been like a couple of like 20 percenters, but they're usually to the downside. Again, remember we were talking about the Grim Reaper? But they're going to be to the downside, but then even if it's good, like they just haven't done very well. So it has to be like really good. So we'll see. We will see. Tell me mine. NVO, the same. We talked about it. Just, I feel the same way as last time. We haven't been presented new prices yet. I think the info is good, but this is getting very close to that diamond level. So, a couple of other new names popped up. We talked about Elf and Procter and Gamble. So I like what's on the menu, but if it's already, if I said no to the same meal at the same price, I'm probably looking for the new one. Adobe, I needed a lot lower. I liked it prior, but like back a couple years ago at around this price, but then they've kind of made some really bad moves since then. But I do think it's a good product. I mean, I use it every day. I mean, literally all your thumbnails and anything creative, editing, you use it. Dutch economy, Karaman expects China chip supplies to Xperia to resume in coming days. But yeah, wrap it up. Dio is just like Tap. I mean, it's a different portfolio of beverages. It is at like a multi-year low, but I do think objectively, I believe Tap is a better value, like for the shares and what it is. But you have way better companies on Dio. Isn't Dio like fucking Don Julio and shit? I don't know. I'm looking right now. Yeah, Don Julio, Bailey's, Captain Morgan, Ciroc, Smirnoff, Kettle One, Crown Royal, Johnny Walker, Casamigos, Tanqueray, Guinness. That's all Dio. But like I'm saying, value though, you're still paying a premium. Remember, Tap is one of the only names that's below book value. The last name that was below book value was Intel. But then they're not going to get bailed out by the government. I still think it's just going to be a buyout. But other than that, it's not. Let me see if I could get the value. I wouldn't touch Duolingo. I talked about this one last night. I just think Duolingo is the modern day Rosetta Stone. Valuation. Yeah, you're still trading 4 times price to book value on that. So it's a better company. The market still believes in more. The market pretty much believes in these brands a little bit more than Tap. But I don't know, pure value, pure dividend, I think Tap is the easy winner. And I know Coors, man. Coors and Keystone and all that shit, dog. I'm going to go with the cheap beer all day. I don't even like beer. So, yeah, I think you shouldn't drink at all. So if it goes down, I'm happy. But then if it goes up, we benefit off of their poor decisions. But yeah, Dio, I think more people like those brands better than not. APS, what is it? Yeah, their book value on Dio is $19. Your PE still 20 on that? So Tap's PE is 8. They're literally at 0.62 price to book value. Oh wait, does Dio pay a dividend? Yeah, the dividend is kind of similar. I don't know where it's at. Price to sales is 2.3 though. That's not bad on Dio. Price to sales, you're 0.7 on fucking Tap. Wow, you even have better EPS growth on Tap than Dio. So yeah, I don't know, I like it. Is there a difference in owning real estate, like the breweries and such? Yes, but I don't know if they do or not. I'd have to look into that actually. But I think if you own your factories or not, but most of these companies, they use it as tax write-offs. right? You know, they're owning factories, depreciating it, you know, and then they'll have their leases and all of that. But it's not like a retail. It's different than like thinking like a Kohl's or something like that. But any real estate could be there. That would affect the book value to a certain degree, yes. So, but I just think in general, they're really low priced on tap. And I just don't think they have, like, I think they have good brand value, but some of it's intangible. And that's kind of the issue. That some of these, like, good is all goodwill. Yeah, you have sweet greens after the close. That one's either going to rip or that will also go down another fucking 50%. The slop bowl recession. Kava, Chipotle, and sweet greens. But then do you guys notice it? We started getting into the slop bowls, but at least we didn't fucking buy it on the high. You guys realize that, right? The same motherfuckers pumping you hymns and everything in between. They were telling you to buy the Chipotles and shit up here. They were telling you to buy Kava at the beginning of this year. Don't act dumb. Don't act dumb. Y'all don't remember y'all trying to get me to buy Kava at the beginning of the year? Okay, now you're 70% off. So yeah, that's why we took the fucking cheapest one that we actually go to, but like we started in here, dog. So yeah, even 8's looking a little far, but that's what I'm down with. That's why I like it. So as everyone's getting freaked out about him now, I mean, you got in at the fucking low. I mean, maybe you guys. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it. Like, low-key, chat, we could, but we'd have to, like, some of us would have to go all in. But, like, yeah. If this shit dropped, like, 60%, we could buy them out, chat. You guys want to try to buy sweet greens? I could probably get us one big investor, and then that way it'd be easier. But, yeah, we'd probably have to organize more. We'd have to organize more, like, in an official way. But theoretically, I mean, you're near that. That thing's below $1 billion now. We could buy Sour Brown. I'll rename it Sour Brown. They're like, what? I'll be like, exactly. Marketing. Yeah, bro. I think we could increase the value by doing that. And then I changed the ticker. I'd add a D at the end. Yup. It's now SGD, bitch. What? I like the slot bowls, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a big fan of slot bowls. Oh, but dude, I got so pissed. My girl took me to this breakfast place, and I wasn't even down. And I said, all right, get me this little breakfast bowl. Dog, they give me this breakfast bowl in a box, first of all. And all it was just an egg and potatoes and onions and an avocado. I said, I was like, I could do this. I could do this one. This wasn't even good. I got mad. I was like, I said, bullshit. What kind of box is this? It's supposed to be a bowl. All right, man. Well, you're coming down here. You got 15 more minutes, 5 more minutes to the 10-minute rig. It's closing like yesterday. So you either finalize everything now, and then if you do think you get a bounce tomorrow, you're going to want to buy them at the close. That's what I've been telling you on Figs running. They had news today too. But you get what I'm saying? So if you really, or you could have got the puts there, they're the same for a little bit, depending on how far out the money. But yeah, I want you to think about tomorrow if you're going to try to play it. Mitsubishi to build 14 data centers in the U.S. for 15 peanuts. What the? 365. No, but seriously though. That's why I don't know. Maybe if we made a brokerage, or if I had an advisory firm, I could hire an advisory firm. Because then all of you who own the shit, all you would have to do is just like click those links and then assign the vote. I'm being dead ass serious, you guys. I was doing this like what, 30 days ago or so. I had another 2 companies I was negotiating with. They're small, they're tiny, they're not this size, but we could literally buy out any fucking company. Like that's not a joke. So I didn't realize Sweet Green's at 729 million. I mean, again, we were just fucking around and we figured out what we got, at least 250 in Chad assets. That's not including real estate or any big individuals. I mean, hypothetically, we could make an offer. You know, it would have to be legitimate though. That's what I'm saying. You'd have to organize it, have, you know, official, like, real commitments on the financing. That's what I'm saying. If it's going to be Chad financed, those commitments would have to be made real. I think there is, but then they probably have a bunch of fucking golden parachutes. That's what they all do. Or they'll get nervous and then they'll announce stuff or try to do things to kind of protect it. But then you also take on the debt. That's the problem. It'd be good for a tax write-off, but then you would not be able to, we couldn't share the tax write-off. But you would pretty much buy something that has more debt than assets. So is that a good investment? It depends on how it operates. And then we would have to, I don't know what type of operation we would do or not, or we could make an offer without getting in the way of operations and just be passive owners. But yeah, it gets pretty complex. But I think it is possible. That is the moral of the story. You just need 365 to own 51. But it's different. It might not be you have to read the articles, and then if most of the corporations are in Delaware, and then they have a lot of restrictions, or they make it so that people, you know, don't go in and fuck up companies like this. So you have to follow certain disclosure requirements. Like, that's why I said on one of the companies I offered on, it was much smaller. I had to give them, I still think the clock is running. I had to give them like 30, 45 days of like a real offer where without trying to like pressure them. And then I can't, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I can't start. They know I bought some and I could buy some, and then one of them was private. And like, I could go privately and say, I already own this, but I can't be aggressive and I can't like try to force their hand with everything else. Because then they would, I think it's called the clear sky rule. So then that way it's not like coercing them to make it. It should be a genuine offer with like genuine intent without any pressure that would lead people to make a bad decision for shareholders. But yeah, it's possible, you guys. It's more than possible. That's why they don't want you guys to think like this. That's why they hate me. That's why they're saying they want you divided and gambling your money, because we already have enough to buy some of these. So like low key, bro, it's all about you understand it. We come together, we do it the right way. I mean, especially as we grow, keep making good long-term moves. We can let's go. Let's double up all of our long terms. Now we're gonna be at a couple 500 million, then double it. You see what I'm saying, bro? So yeah, I'm not in a rush. I think the right deal will come our way one day. But that's cool to think about. That I think it's possible. You're more than possible on Sweetgreens. It would be, they would get annoyed too, though. Like I'm telling you, they would fucking poison pill it, and then they would start to do shit, and yeah, it'd probably be a mess, especially if you just came out of nowhere doing it. They get mad. Even the smaller companies get mad. Because you're pretty much starting to step on people's toes. Well, if we wanted to make a real offer, it would have to be, like I'm saying, I mean, I could get one or two people I know, and then me, and then I could back it with like real financing. And if we wanted to do it like with the chat and what all you guys have, you would have to make it legitimate. We'd have to show proof of funds, essentially. You would need to have the financing like locked down. Otherwise, they're just lying or it's not real. But that's what I'm saying. I think it is real. So with what I've seen and what I know, you're very, very real. We just had to, again, advisory firm, put it on paper, and you'd go through those steps. And then I'd have to go through I've never read Sweetgreen's articles, bro. But if you go through and read their articles, then we'd find out what they have in terms of how it would operate and how we'd have to go about it. But then, yeah, you have to follow regulatory. And then if it's Delaware, just a bitch. But they're all in Delaware. Yeah, sure, man. Me too. Your last two messages are looked at? What do you got? Oh, I didn't see them. don't. All I see is a Chad Fax one. So yeah, I don't only see one, man. You could use the prayer though. Yeah, I only see one. All I see is my chat facts are good. I will pray for you, bro. I mean, in general, bro, all of y'all, like I'm saying, dude, it's gonna be it's good. Why do you ban everyone on Twitter? Motivation, brother. Motivation. Get with it or get lost. That's what I'm saying, though. Chad, we could literally take over the world. I don't think you guys understand it. That's why they'll cut all these little greedy fucks and these weird people who don't put as much time and listen, and they all just want to, cherry pick. That's what I'm saying. It's not for them. But some of y'all, bro, we could do some great shit, dog. Yeah, I don't think y'all realize. You guys really don't get it. And some of y'all too scared. Playing too scared. And that's why you think you got little money, dog. We gonna make it big money. You could do that. But it's gonna need a right mind. You know what I'm saying? You got right mind, dedication. Dog, I will silently build all this shit for 10, 20, 30 years, and we'll buy it all right when nobody has any idea. That's what y'all gonna do. It is some Carnegie shit. So that's what I'm saying. Fuck out of here. You either gonna get with it or get lost, or you gonna take the cheap thrills ahead of it. I want the biggest one. You understand that, right? I don't want these little cheap substitutes. I don't want none of that shit. I want the real thing, the big one. Now I know we can. It's all possible. You don't know. You should ask why God taught me all this, and why you know all this now too. I've asked the same thing. It's bigger than rap, dog. That's why. Like I said, we make hell nervous. We make these people nervous. They gonna get insecure. But listen, I ain't trying to, but that's just the reality. That's all. That's why that situation, that's a reality. That's what I'm telling you. It's possible. Like with just the people here and the people who have been that's what I'm saying. Especially, that's why you need to care about your future and build. And that's why I'm saying you should know who I am. And you have seen what I have put ahead of people and myself at times. I like my reputation. You should understand it. Don't be deceived. And that's why it's like, bro, these are real possibilities. These are much more closer than you think. You don't need to be at anybody's level. Everybody here is at different levels, and that's okay. You need to live up to the highest duty of yourself and think for your own, so that we will arrive at good ideas and wisdom. That's what I'm saying. If everybody does that, you'll be fine. If you play your role, that's what the old guy on the basketball court tell me. He said, if everybody does their job, that's it, bro. We all just keep that, and everybody's job is 10% and grow. That's why I'm saying secure the future and don't give this shit back. That's why I'm saying, bro, you better get you that Honda and build it up. You know why? You're gonna see, bro, we will eat shit for 5-10 years and then you will get whatever you want. I'm fine with that. How about you? That's especially some of y'all still young. You could do a lot. Why you think they want to take our ideas but not the good stuff? They want to copy it and leave out the Jesus. Why Robin Hood want to offer transfers after we tell them we got hundreds of millions to transfer in or out, dog. They see it. You see it. They nervous. Everybody is. And you know why? Power to the people. So let's go, baby. But yeah. I don't think we're going to buy sweet greens, but I think that's a really good reality check on what's possible, though. That's why, too, if some of them ever come down this low, bro, I didn't realize that till you said it. That's what I'm saying. In a weird way, you kind of opened up my eyes. I'm sorry, well, forgive me, I'm going to remove that. I think that's why it didn't come through. But I don't like that energy. I'm sorry if that's real or not, but I'm a big enemy against that. So I will pray for you, but I don't want that to spread onto anybody. You know what I'm saying, man? But yeah, like I said, I'll pray for you. So that's why I did. That's why I didn't see it the first time. I don't allow any of that shit to come through. Yeah, but prayers up, bro. Unfortunately, I don't have much for. I've talked about it before, but that's the real enemy. No, I know it's the reality, but it spreads. That's why I don't want to hear it. I only want to hear good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you only have 1 minute. Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't know if we're going to buy Airbnb out, but they got earnings after the bell. Wrap it up. Shitty close. If you think it's going to bounce, you buy your fucking calls right now. And then vice versa, though. The puts are going to do it. You could probably either wait for the gap or not, but I would make your mind up, my bro. And then notice the Chinas, though. That shit held up. It did give it up a little bit, but keep in mind and look at the price and then, yeah, see what you want to do with that. And you'll be good to go. Ding 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 ding. Horna. Oh, let's go, baby. Where's the bells? GG's, baby. Good game. That's the day. That's it. We'll wait for Airbnb. With Chad Adonia. I think I said I wasn't going to do a video, but I did, so. We'll see. But I need a good game in the chat. What a day. Let's see if we're going to buy sweet greens. If it go to $1, Chad, maybe I'll do some work tonight.
We did it, we made it.
Oh, I put SD instead of D. Good game, baby! And thank you for not getting banned. You know that, guy? You know I would have banned the shit out of you. Shot putting and banned your ass. So y'all did great, bro. I know, he had some good opportunities. You had some good play. Oh, TTD. You had a lot of good things, bro. So thank you for your time. And I hope y'all inspired, whether it's through hatred or love. Wisdom will lead you to love. But I hope you realize what's possible. And keep growing, baby. Brick by brick. Little by little. It's small today, bro. There you gonna see what it'll be. And if it's big today, you better hold on to it tight, bro, because you could go lose it tomorrow. Secure the future. It matters.
Opinions and thoughts, while they don't mean a lot. And my money on stocks, I can show you the top. Every bottom I bought, both the key and the lock. Don't believe me, just watch. Use my freedom a lot.
You need a rock. TTD killed it. Alright. Well, that's it, man. Is it already out? Or? GGSG. TT7. I think they price in a lot. Did any of them come out here? I feel like they just popped. Equities fall. We did it, we made it, and these bitches hating. I'm singing, I'm praising, my God is amazing. My dreams is accomplished, did not got complaining. They scheming, they plotting, but that didn't faze me. Look like I'm homeless, ain't got me no job. Buy, no, you wouldn't want to just. Oh, Expedia came out. They see fourth quarter up 6 to 8. But no, we wouldn't buy anything. Because that's, if you buy a bad thing, that's how they could also fleece you. That's how you could lose all that money. If you buy something that's just dead and not worth it, and you spend all this money, and then there you go. Trump has been cleared. The war must have been immediately. The Kremlin's puppet. But yeah, Expedia came out. I don't think that's why I think Airbnb's moving, but I don't think Airbnb's out. Airbnb's expecting. Oh no, they are out. A shareholder letter. Yeah, there it is. EPS was $2.21. They missed by 10 cents. Revenue was $4.1 billion. They beat. They hit the high end. Free cash flow 1.35. Q net 137. Gross booking value 22. Oh, they beat on gross booking value. And then value per night 171. They beat by $5. And then they expect fourth quarter to low to double digits year-over-year gross booking. And then sales rise 10% as travelers book further vacations in advance. All right. Well, they did good. They were pricing in 8%. But yeah, they actually beat. I don't know. There's not a guidance number. They don't give guidance anymore, remember? So they'll say it on the conference call. But yeah, it's not bad. Iran? Oh, it'll come out. But all I cared was about Airbnb. So I don't know what TTD was an interesting one. But we'll see, bro. It doesn't. These all gotta fucking end. Like, what's gonna happen tomorrow? And even if they do good, they go down. If they go down, they go down again. So we'll see. I think you're gonna have MP, Iran, and a few others. But yeah. Airbnb actually beat. They missed on EPS.
Where it's been trading so far in the last 12 months, down about 15%. Nora, so maybe a bit of short coverage, maybe a bit of optimism around the path forward, but it's kind of a mixed picture if you're looking in the travel and leisure space.
Definitely a mixed picture, but I mean, if we're thinking about the broader consumer right now, we have been seeing earnings that keep coming through, underscoring the fact that the consumer continues to be very financially strapped in this time period. So it's not surprising right now that we are seeing this mixed picture here for Airbnb as we think about travel and leisure.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, though, to marry Airbnb. What we're seeing right now in shares is still higher. Then you pair that together with what we're seeing in Expedia, up by...
I'm telling you, the one time I'm like, my Airbnb is in like 5 years. I'm surprised they beat. Look like I'm homeless, ain't got me no job. But you still have time. If you want your spy plays, you can still buy them now. But you plant when it's in the red. Or if you want the fucking China one, that's it. And call it whatever. Yeah, dude, they killed it. They did very good, actually. Margin was 50 versus 49. Usually they miss on nights and bookings, but they beat. And then fourth quarter, 2.6 to 2.7 too. So yeah, this is all analyst estimates though. 2.67 and then full year margin higher. It was a good report. I'm surprised. Like I'm saying, I've had more. Every other report that was really good, my Airbnbs were phenomenal. This last quarter or this last year really is slow. Take Two further delays Grand Theft Auto. Boo. Sweet greens. Don't drop it too much. Don't drop it too much. Oh, yeah, maybe then. Dog, if that I'll look into it, bro. But yeah, I didn't think that was a possibility till y'all said it. And then they sold a company of Spice to Wonder. They're gonna get 100 million plus shares of series preferred of Wonder, worth 86 million. What's Wonder? So they sold a company. Loss of share per 31. I don't have even fucking estimates. No one even has one on there. I have to go check it. No, they sold it for shares. It wasn't even cash. Yeah, revenue is 172.4 million versus 173.4 prior year. So pretty much the same year over year. Same store guidance 9.5 loss versus gain of 5.6. Yeah, they were expecting 6.5, so they did worse. AUV of 2.8 million. Where's the EPS estimate? Yeah, they doubled the loss. The minus 31 versus they did minus the expectation of minus 16. Yeah, they did terrible. It's not the same exact numbers as last year. Some dropped more, like the same store sales. Loss from operations was loss of 36 million. Did they have an EBITDA? Let's see. Adjusted EBITDA was loss of 4.4 million. Estimate was gain of 3. So remember, if they get positive on EBITDA, people love it. They didn't go positive. 620. How much would we need it? I think if it goes to like $2, we're in the game. Is that what it would be? Yeah, $2 would be at like 250 million. $3 would be at like what? 400 million? 340-ish, 350. And then yeah, they delayed Grand Theft Auto 6 again. Yeah, Take-Two is gonna move off of that. Oh, ACAM came out. Trying to see 6 new restaurant versus 5. I stopped reading it. I wanted to see what we need to go to. Which excludes stock-based compared to, yeah. Okay, they updated guidance. 37 restaurants with 18. Revenue from 682 to 688 million. So where does that compare? Oh, that's a full year guide. And then same store sales change of 8.5 to 7. Yeah, they guided lower, and then profit margin of 14 to 50 and adjusted EBITDA loss of 13 million to 10. So it's good. I hope this is the sandbag quarter, or maybe we do it. I don't know if any of you anybody in here do you work for an advisory firm? But if you, I don't know. I mean, I know a guy, but I don't know if there's a Chad. Hit me up if you do. But yeah, you still need another 50%, you guys. But yeah, it's a bad quarter. Like, it's a low number now, and now everyone's going to price in the loss. So then, yeah, they're going to have, like, what? Another year, pretty much, to go positive. And if they do that, then you'll rip on what that quarter. Just like how it went to 40 last time. Nice. Wait till quarter. I can't believe it, bro. No fucking Grand Theft Auto. Aren't they gonna need new consoles? All right. Is there any? Didn't you say MP? Everything glitty, I love when it's hot. Fuck. Yeah, MP's out. I don't know what they're fucking... You work as an advisor, independent, and your name is SG? Oh, email me what you've done. I'm down. We'll see. It wouldn't be typical. That's the problem. We have so many people. So, and like, yeah, it's not organized like an ETF or anything. Where, you know, that's easier to represent those shares. Yeah, I don't have a preview on MP, but Las Vegas. They plan to be commissioning heavy rare earth facility in Mountain Pass in 2026. Revenue was 53 million. Net loss, what? Net loss was loss of 41 million. Dude, MP's terrible. Dude, these numbers are crazy. MU, is it going up off of SanDisk? That might be it. And TTD flipped. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, again, you guys, 80% of earnings have beat, and then they all go down. So, even the ones, you'll get a couple that surprise to the upside, but we just have to see where this wakes up to. This earnings is the end of it, but This has been a fucked up one with a lot of Grim Reapers. I thought it was only going to be like 1 or 2. Well, welcome. Welcome to Wall Street. All right, Doc. So, be easy. Be safe. Why is this motherfucker barking? Amen. The U.S. Congressional Budget Office is believed to have been hacked by a foreign actor. Nice. Man, Chad. Yo, bro, if you love me and you love yourself above all else and it shows by your decisions, you should be really excited and really inspired. And if you hate me, you should be really afraid. And I don't think you should be afraid. That's not good for your thinking. But both will be motivated. Isn't that funny? So, Chad, have a good day. God bless you. God bless America. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your evening. I hope I see you tonight. We'll see, man. I got a ball today. And then I got to see. What the fuck is this? I just piss? You just piss? Oh, smell like, I think you just smell like piss. But yeah, I got to go, man. But the Lord is with you. Let me put it, he's been with you this whole time. Dog, it was written before I was even alive. Oh, stop it. Didn't depart because we learned it when we were young. So finger to the sky. To God be the glory. And through the grace of God alone. Amen. Amen. Chetadonia. So enjoy your evening. And God bless you all, bro. And I hope you have a good one. I'll tell you if we go live tonight. We'll see. But tomorrow's Friday. Isn't that crazy? Today was a nice Friday Junior, brother. Get ready for more. All the time. Peace.
Bye, Josh. Bye. There is Delaware. I know Delaware great.
What do you mean, Josh? Couple 100 million? Peanuts. What? Do you work for planters? You planting peanuts? That's what I need more. Give us more. You gotta build in America. US of A. Of course, it was a foreign hacker. That's why I wanted to deport them. I'll deport the hackers. We'll build a firewall. Goodbye.